Hey, what's up, everybody? It's SummerSlam. This is my 7th year reviewing SummerSlam live on my channel. Thank you guys for being badasses for 7 years. Help a girl out and subscribe down below. Hit the bell, hit the likes. Live after every single WWE event. We do podcasts on wrestling all the time. This is where to be. I'm fucking hyped. Jay Thacker, just subscribe to the channel. Let's do this, baby. SummerSlam 2019. Let's talk about it, break it down, take your phone calls. Let's get it on, baby. Let's get it on in the Joe Cronin Show. Subscribe down below and bring the fire tonight on the phone calls. 339-226, 339-226-6610. Who's ready? Who's ready for SummerSlam? The review!
This country sucks!
Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother. This country sucks! This place sucks! CNN masturbated all fucking day. Dude, I will eat your fucking asshole out and then spit it into your mouth, baby bird style.
Let hell rain down from the sky!
Show, I'll fuck your ass! I wanna kill myself! If I think it sucks, I tell you!
The Joe Cronin Show.
All right, I'm ready, baby. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to do it. What's up, wrestling fans? Welcome to the 2019 SummerSlam review. I had a blast reacting to the show and doing the commentary for it. Well, you guys, that was fun. Thanks to everybody who donated to keep me doing it. I mean, that was crazy. And I had fun. Jake DeMarco's in the house. And shout out to the Soundwave 92. He's the top donator at $14.14 on my other stream. But now we're over here on the review stream as people begin to pack the house who are watching WWE SummerSlam tonight. I actually thought SummerSlam was maybe better than NXT TakeOver. I don't know, because TakeOver was so just run-of-the-mill and pretty damn good, but as always, in a way, I just felt SummerSlam tonight was pretty good. You know, maybe a 7 out of 10 even. I don't know. We have to talk about it a little bit more. I'll have to start trying to formulate my opinions of the whole damn thing. So many people are calling in. We'll try to get you guys on at some point. 339-226-6610. But they are jammed up right now. So many calls. You can donate below by using the Streamlabs Twitch alerts, and then go down to the bottom, see all the donation amounts, have some fun, do whatever the fuck you want. Go over to the Super Chat area. You can use those too. Those come across as alerts. I'm losing my voice because I've been talking for 6 hours straight. Jake DeMarco is here. Jake, what did you think of the pre-show to SummerSlam?
Was good. They had a few surprise matches. I understand what they're doing. They're trying to build, you know, more with the Buddy Murphy feud between him and Eric Rowan. So I appreciate they set something up there. I wish they advertised a bit more, but
what do you think was the surprise? Really, there wasn't one. The tag belts we thought would happen, right?
Yeah, that didn't happen. I mean, for what they gave us,
it did happen, right?
The tag belts?
Yeah, they had the women's tag belts.
Oh, the women's tag belts. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the men's,
I thought it was predictable. I thought it was like, okay, yeah, they gave us the 205 Live title. They gave us the women's tag team belts, which I thought as well. And the only thing that
I wasn't expecting the women's tag belts, honestly. Those I thought, because we saw them the other day, that they weren't going to do it at all. They originally scrapped the SummerSlam match so they have more time on Raw.
Well, they could have probably done that on the main show, but the main show actually SummerSlam actually did better this year because it felt like almost all the matches meant something. There wasn't like a bunch of bullshit. What was there, like 7 matches?
For the main show?
Yeah,
there was,
or 8? Not even.
I think there was 11.
Really? Didn't feel like it.
10 in total. Sorry.
On the
10.
main show?
On the main show, yeah.
God, it felt like 8.
Yeah, oh no, I guess it was 9. What am I not counting?
Yeah, it did. I mean, really, like
nine matches.
It didn't feel like
10 because 9 was the Fiend, and 8 was Kofi Kingston. Yeah, so then I've got 10 matches. So,
God damn it.
Brock, Bray, that's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Kofi is 3. Right. Then
AJ.
we have Trish. That's 4. We've got Kevin Owens is 5. Bayley is 6. AJ is 7. Ziggler is 8. Natalia's 9. And I don't think I forgot anybody else.
Yeah, and maybe it's 9. I'm telling you, it really felt like it didn't feel like overdone. If you watch the entire pre-show, then maybe. I didn't chime in until the first match. I waited until the first match started on the pre-show to really start paying attention so that I didn't feel like completely bogged down by everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so sticking with the pre-show first, I mean, Drew Gulak, Oni Lorcan, they gave us a pretty good matchup. You know, what you'd expect for pre-show. It was fun. When it's not being constantly, broken apart, I appreciate that aspect. So good match. I wish it was a little bit longer, especially being on the kickoff show. They had a bit more time, but that's all right. It was cool to see Apollo Crews and Buddy Murphy start a match. Unfortunately, they didn't finish it, but I appreciate why. At least they're being consistent with the story there. Obviously, Buddy Murphy is being attacked by Rowan, who is enraged that his name was thrown around by Buddy Murphy when he was questioned by Roman Reigns. Then we had as you said, the women's tag match to kind of close the kickoff show, and that was a nice surprise. I was hoping that the men's tag teams would have a chance to shine, but unfortunately, we only saw them as supporting roles. And that was pretty much it. But the women's tag match was fun. It was not as botch heavy as it was on Raw, so I appreciate that. And it's amusing to see Alexa Bliss in full face mode now with her and Nikki Cross.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I don't know what's up with that.
I know Nikki's been a face throughout her entire main roster run.
Right.
At least for the most part, she's been leaning more towards face.
Yeah.
But to have Bliss flip so, just so candidly was a bit awkward. But all in all, not a bad kickoff show. It did its job and got people interested in the main show.
Yeah, I wonder what's up with that. I wonder, will she turn on her and blame her if they lose? And then, I don't know what they're going to do. It just feels like it's going to be predictable, kind of. Yeah.
And right off the bat, I did enjoy what they did with the 24/7 title both times that I saw it. I think that was all we saw from them. But because my network had so many problems tonight, so many issues.
Yeah.
I had to keep exiting out. I tried the Xbox. I tried the TV app. I tried my phone. I used the desktop. Everything kept freezing. Some people said, "Oh, pause it, let it buffer for." I did every workaround possible.
Everybody had constant issues. I had major issues on my phone, and multiple issues on my PC, which never happens on the PC.
No, and me either. And that was having so many issues. I mean, Edge's music hit. He's walking in the ring. Next thing I know, Elias is lying on the ground. I'm like, well, did Edge hit him or Then I went back. I saw the spear. I'm like, oh wow, he got physical. That's cool.
That's crazy. Like that you missed that.
That was surprising. And apparently, Vince McMahon was against Edge's return for the SummerSlam spot.
Why?
It was being said online that it took a lot of convincing by Edge and Elias for Vince McMahon to allow Edge to do the spear. Edge was not medically cleared for action, and Vince doesn't want any legal issues.
I thought we heard he got cleared. I thought we did a thing on Edge was cleared months ago, so we're like, why didn't you come out? Why didn't you show up? Because he's been medically cleared.
Yeah, well, that's what this says. So
that's what we talked about. We talked about he was cleared, and so we were like, oh, he could wrestle.
So conflicting, but that's.
Where did you read that he's not cleared? Who's saying that?
Edge.
Edge says he's not cleared?
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, is he not cleared by WWE, but cleared by his doctors
to wrestle?
Yeah, he said he was cleared. He was like, well, I could have come out and done something. I'm technically cleared.
Yeah,
I thought that's what he said.
I think they just didn't want any legal issues from it, so.
Oh, all right.
But the whole thing is weird. But still, at least it happened. It was surprising. It was a little, mark out moment when I actually got to go back and see it when the network was cooperating.
Yeah, I missed a lot of it, too. It was ridiculous. Shout out to the chat, guys. Everybody in the chat. 69 in the chat, dude. Hey, everybody in the chat. We got, what up, Velez? What up, Velez? How you doing? Treehouse is here. Solomon Pledge. Everybody's getting wet. 66,000 subscribers tonight. We hit that, so that's badass. What's up to everybody? 7 years of the Joe Cronin Show. It started SummerSlam basically 7 years ago, so thank you guys for that. The injury, he could have been paralyzed. Yeah, no, I know about his injury. I know he could be paralyzed. I know all that stuff. And he did do it. He, sort of sidestepped the spear and then came down very easily. It was very gentle and stuff. I get it. I'm just saying, I thought he was cleared, and I don't want to see him wrestle. It's not worth it, but to do a little spear,
he was willing to do some spots. That was what we were talking about originally.
To do that is cool, man. Where's the turkey donation tonight? I'm getting hyped. Guys, what did you think about SummerSlam in the chat? If you like SummerSlam, give me a like down below maybe, or write it in the chat. Out of 10, 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 1 out of 10. Jabroni Jabber Podcast is in the house. What's up, Jabroni Jabber Podcast? RW, you guys suck. Well, that's okay, because so doesn't your mother. And I only know that because I have no sperm left in my private parts, bro. I'm not making any more at all. What up to everybody? John Doe, what up, dude? What did you guys think? Glorious Eugene's in the chat. How's it going? Moses Gamer, what up, dude? Thanks for the donations earlier. Speaking of those, let's play a couple and see what you guys are saying. We're bringing it on tonight.
Sick Brock match emo.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It went longer than a lot of people thought. Call of Cthulhu. Man, you better look out for that Cthulhu call. Thanks for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to the Soundwave, the top donation, 1414. He remains the JCS champion. And here he comes again with $9.
Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming, and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
You got $9 coming in.
The fact we are excited Pyro for 2019 is so damn sad.
It's true.
But Lesnar losing to Seth is honestly mixed for me. Not a fan of Seth in 2019, but I get it. If Roman turned heel, the internet would break lol.
I'm telling you, man. What if Seth is the one that hit Roman?
2/10. Worst part was the man's man winning.
Gerald Armstrong, thank you for the $2.99. Wow, 2 out of 10. Worst part was the man winning. I thought that was great. I don't even like Becky really, but that match was great, I thought.
Well, they're talking about Seth, the man's man.
Oh, the man's man. I get it. Okay. I thought you said the man. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about the Universal title. That's the problem.
There was a problem with a lot of the stuff tonight. It was so predictable.
No, it was pretty predictable. They didn't do anything out of the ordinary. They didn't have a return or a surprise. All these different stupid surprises and things. That's why I kept just rolling my eyes at all the things like Matt Riddle. It's like
Edge was a surprise on the pre-show.
Edge was a surprise. He was the only one.
Matt Riddle was hilarious. Him and I guess Goldberg got into it in backstage.
Right. As a work.
Yeah, well, hearing him talk about it was hilarious. So.
Mr. Terry, thank you for the sub. Yeah, I mean, dude, Matt Riddle's working with Killian Dane right now, so it's I didn't think you would. I mean, maybe, appreciate the sub, man. What up? William Regal is the real man's man. He's a man, such a man. The Fiend was awesome, dude. Bray Wyatt was fucking fire tonight. Mavado's chiming in.
WWE actually nailed a debut. I haven't felt a debut that good since Y2J, 20 years ago.
Wow.
Nice job, WWE.
Yeah, it really did feel like that. It felt kind of like, Mavado, thank you for the 666 donation. It felt a little bit like Jericho's debut in AEW a little bit, and some of those debuts that are good, even like Matt Hardy's broken gimmick in TNA. There was this presence. There was this feeling about Bray Wyatt when he came out tonight, and I'm gonna fix my audio real quick. So Jake, you can, if you want to elaborate a little on how you felt about Bray Wyatt, while I just
yeah, absolutely.
fix this up.
This is perfect, highlight of the night for me. Honestly, this was it. This was the cherry on top of everything that I did enjoy. I was so entranced by his entrance. The prosthetic face that they had for the lantern that went over Bray. I thought it was Bray at first, by the way the lights first hit it. And the network was kind of buffering for me, and I'm like, all right. And then it all came, full picture, and I was like, oh, that is great. He's got his eyes stitched shut, and the mouth is all elongated and opening, for the actual light to come through. That's his new lantern. He holds on to the handle with the dreads. It's just sick. That's what you have to say. Sick and twisted, and I loved every bit of everything they presented. It starts out with the Firefly Funhouse promo. Then you go forward with the I want to say like the rock version of his old theme, more like a metal version, and you hear in the background with them yelling hurt and heal. Just every little detail has been fully thought out, and they really fleshed out everything they wanted from this character. It was elaborate yet very simple, which I'm happy with. It didn't have all this glamorous production to it where they had to add CGI effects and bright lights, and they just kept it very simplistic, and I think that added to the creepiness overall. It really had that wow factor. The crowd was clamoring for him to come out all night. You had yowie wowie chants occasionally. I saw when they were doing the promos, I had friends that were there that were sending me everybody just going nuts for Bray while they were hyping up the other matches. So the theme music was great. The lighting, keeping everything down, that was perfect. I like the way it said let him in with a Titantron. And, the walk to the ring, it has that old school Undertaker feel. I know people may not be thrilled with the comparison, but it really does. It's that slow, ominous walk. It was time consuming, but it was just very, very, just entertaining overall. I love the fact that he has, the hood still coming out with to pull off, and it just, the entire outfit suits him so well. Glad he kept the mask on. He was vicious, especially, for the first few minutes of the match, and he looked much more dominant and just like a true total badass. I almost wish, in one sense, that Finn got no offense in. I know they didn't want to completely bury him, but I think it would have been better served had they not had Finn get any chance to strike.
Honestly, dude, I feel like they had
no complaints. Just a thought.
I think they had to do that, and the reason why is I actually think this is weird, but I actually think if Finn doesn't get any offense in, it's like not believable, because the guy has been so good. So for Finn to just get squashed by this guy, it's almost like that makes him a little bit like, it's like the Roman thing. Roman just knocks people down and wins. People boo Roman. So you don't want people to just boo the Fiend like oh, he just squashes people, all right. But so it was more believable that like, oh wait, there's some jeopardy here. He can be kind of hurt, but then he ends up looking crazy like multiple times in the match with how he turned the table on Finn. So,
and we know for a fact for years now that Bray plays psychotic well, but wow, he was so impressive tonight. His mannerisms and the way he moved and stalked his prey, every little bit. You've seen him do some of these things before, the backbend and whatnot, but I feel like he really spiced it up. And
how about the Arnold Schwarzenegger neck breaker? Like, what?
That was brutal.
It's like, is he dead? He should be dead. Like,
crunch,
When Arnold does that,
for that was a great out of nowhere moment. And then just the way he's listening to his hands, and you almost like can hear the voices in his head by the way he's portraying it.
He's almost like, what am I doing? What am I? Don't do this. What am I doing? Oh, fuck it. Like, watch this. It was crazy.
You could see some,
it was crazy, man.
Suffering.
That was that was full on Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, it was. I mean, like, Arnold kills people when he does that. So actually, honestly, after he did that, I thought it should have been over. I thought like, well, that's it. He's dead. And Finn actually gets up after that. I don't know how you get up after.
Yeah, the commando moment of a neck break. That was crazy.
Tell you what, that's a move you got to be scared of kids emulating that at home. You do that.
Yeah,
someone's
I wonder
dead.
if that's going to stick around long. We'll hear dirt sheets talking. I thought that too. I was like, oh, that'll be taken away quick.
Yeah, that's
not going to stay greenlit long.
When I killed him.
Love the idea that now you have the replica mask for sale, and all the puppets are going up on the shop as well, and Bray's Firefly.
Yeah, how long until someone shoots up a Walmart wearing the fucking Bray Wyatt mask? Like,
yeah, the Fiend mask, and then he becomes the gardener.
Oh my God, dude, this sick world. Well, here's a donation.
Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go.
The Goon is chiming in. What up, Goon? 7 years, baby. Love you, buddy. Hulk Hogan's in the chat,
Seth
baby.
Freaking Rain wins. Fiend was gold. Happy 6-year anniversary. Fact Drew.
I think it's 7, to be honest, Goon. Goon, thank you, man. Actually, it's 6 years, but this is the 7th SummerSlam, right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 5, 6, 7. This is the 7th SummerSlam in a row that I've covered.
Third thing we've counted on our fingers tonight.
I have to count on my fingers. If I don't do it right,
you and I are in a good place today.
Hey, you got to count, man. That's why your countdown ended.
That's right.
Because you can't
Broken
count.
Out of Love, though, the new theme, the way they remixed the old theme for Bray Wyatt, I really enjoyed that as well.
Yeah, that was sick, dude. That was awesome. It sounded like Marilyn Manson.
God, I'm so fucking horny.
Yeah, so
oh
well
my
done.
God, I'm so fucking horny.
Oh, there's your
God, I'm
favorite.
so fucking horny. Happy fucking birthday. Oh my God, so fucking horny. Oh my God, so horny. Oh my God, so horny. Happy birthday. Oh, honey, honey, honey. Donation time.
You gotta put it in my round bum.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, here we go.
Miles is chiming in with the 16.
All I have to say is pyro.
Miles is pumped up for the pyro. That's why he dropped the $16 pyro donation, baby. There are fireworks already. And by the way, Miles, you just became the top donator of the stream. And right now, you could take home the digital JCS championship. Miles, with the $16 donation, he has taken over the spot of Soundwave and has that JCS championship. Shout out to that. Leave a like down below. We'll get to 300 likes maybe tonight. I don't know. 300 likes and I won't kill the bunny or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Help a girl out and subscribe down below. Can you help a girl out and subscribe down below? Come on, help a girl out. Help me out. Donnie Murdoch with the super chat party right to the face. Thanks, Donnie. Yeah, please help a girl out and subscribe down below. Hit the bell, all that bullshit. You don't want to miss out on my daily wrestling news, my podcasts, my videos, and we're live after every single WWE event. You just don't want to miss out on it. Shout out to Thunder Rosa, who's following us on Twitch, giving us some credit over there. Thanks to Thunder Rosa. She is hot. Hot as shit. And thanks to Donnie Murdoch. Appreciate that, Donnie. We have a lot of donations coming in that we're going to get to throughout the night here. We have a lot of callers that are calling the show, and we will get to a caller in just a minute.
Super Chat Party.
Nick,
Bray Wyatt, the best thing on the show, 4/10.
wow, 4 out of 10 from Nick Grasso. I would say both the first women's match, the second, the other women's match, Charlotte and Trish, Becky and Natalya, Goldberg's match, and the main event were all pretty good. I like all those. And then the Bray Wyatt stuff was fucking awesome. Yeah, so I'm actually at about I don't know, like maybe a 7. I'm at maybe a 7 out of 10 for this tonight, to be honest. I thought Randy Orton and Kofi were on the verge of having a decent match, and then that ending made me want to shoot myself in the head.
Yeah, Seth and Brock.
I give the SummerSlam a grade of B. The Bray Wyatt entrance, though, yowie wowie. I
Yeah.
just want to hear TTS say that. The Kofi Kingston ending was probably the only bullshit part of the show. Just goes to show that WWE can either be really good or terrible.
King 5, thank you, King. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, you can't bury this show. I thought it was at least mediocre good. You know what I mean? At least. I mean, I could see a 5, 6, or 7.
Yeah, I want to be critical of it, but I didn't hate it by any means. So anything I say here, there were things I enjoyed. There were just, like I said, some of it was really questionable, and
it was really safe in a lot of ways.
Very safe, and I thought some of the booking decisions were rather questionable. I mean, Just about everything I got right, except for the count out, obviously. And, I don't recall what I finally said between Seth and Brock. I think I was wrong with that one as well. I got to go back and check. But all in all, everything else just kind of lined up as predicted. And unfortunately, the highlight has to be Finn Balor for me, especially. I know a lot of people agree.
Everybody concluded.
To hear the crowd, after the entrance was over, chant, that was awesome. And, Fiend's going to kill you and all this stuff. Just beautiful.
I want to remind everybody, the crowd chanted "This is awesome" 3 different times. Once for the women in the opening match, Becky and Natalya. A second time for Trish and Charlotte. And the third time was for the Fiend Bray Wyatt, his entrance. Yeah. So I just want to say, those were my 3 things that happened all night. And
I don't want to forget either. Renee made a great point. You notice how they had Brett show up only to try and get Seth over?
Yeah, he was just like, hey,
kind of like
I'll
the
be
new
watching.
Roman.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll be watching you tonight. And this was one of the things that we said might happen. It was like, well, they're going to redo the Brock Lesnar putting over Seth again. So they had him win this was like another try. Like, seriously, because he's already beaten Brock, but with the briefcase thing, so it wasn't legitimate enough, and WWE feels like Seth is losing momentum. So they do this again, and they totally went for underdog thing here. And, okay, try again. Now put over Lesnar again. So they put over Seth again over Lesnar. So, yeah, they totally went for it again. Like, they're trying with Seth to try to really get him over. So we'll see how well it works. I think it's going to help him a little bit, but, I'm just bored of that. And the Universal title, to me, does not mean a lot. I can tell that belt is dead.
Yeah, that thing is just shows no meaning. And one thing that always gets me, this is not WWE specific. This has always been in the realm of wrestling. But the cheap pops, Mick Foley obviously makes light of it right here in, the Joe Cronin show, things like that. But so many of the faces loved the Toronto Raptors tonight.
Oh, my God, dude. What the hell?
Especially the New Day with them having, that embroidered.
It was like they had a contract. Like, you have to mention the Toronto Raptors 7 times throughout the show. And
the heels always do the thing where, it stinks so bad here in Toronto. You get that kind of thing. And that's to be expected, but you want to garner heat. Once you hear the crowd boo, the audience at home gets into it as well. But did they really need those pops, at least to that extent, for the faces? It became nauseating.
It was weird.
It was real egregious. I'm sorry, but
I agree. I was annoyed by it. I was like, all right, we get it. The Raptors won. Did you know the Maple Leafs play here too? Jesus Christ. And
the crowd was so responsive. A lot of these people came from NXT last night. And they were excited to be there, so I appreciate how loud they were, and a lot of on-site reports showed the crowd was raucous the whole night. Goldberg match, they really had me chuckling. Again, same chant, Goldberg's gonna kill you, and all that stuff. You saw the nice sign too of Gold Botch right behind Goldberg when he was doing
Well, so you might have seen it if your network wasn't lagging while you were trying to watch something. You might have seen that sign. But the damn network was lagging for everybody all over the country.
Help a girl
Biggest
out.
negative of the
Fuck
night.
Drew.
Help a girl out. Fuck Drew. Thanks, Mike Litteris. Wow, I had a goal of maybe hitting $300 tonight. We're at least a little over halfway there, so thank you for that. That's sick. Mike Litteris, thank you, man.
Shit bomb.
Mirov.
For the first time since I was a teenager, I have ordered a WWE PPV instead of watching it on the network, which is only connected to my phone or tablet, and I have to tell you everyone that this PPV ever in a long time. I will give it an 8/10 hashtag Vincey Stiller.
Whoa. That's crazy. Mirov, what a rating, 8 out of 10. Well, one thing you can tell is when you order it, it looks so much better. So that's the one thing, is you got to see a crisp, clean, beautiful looking pay-per-view, because WWE pay-per-view looks
HD,
so good on pay-per-view. Yeah, on the network it looks like shit. No matter where you watch it, no matter how good your internet is, it's incapable of broadcasting at the frame rate that the pay-per-view ordered on cable does. So, absolutely, Mirov, 8 out of 10. I just can't go that high, but it was pretty solidly okay to me tonight. Like it might have been. I think it beat NXT. I don't think that the matches necessarily, like the Street Profits match I thought was really good, but I was a little more excited tonight. For once, I think maybe they beat NXT. Maybe. I'm not sure though. A lot of people disagree, but I don't know. Maybe, almost. I'm not sure. Not quite. Maybe not quite. I don't know.
What the fuck was the point in giving Lesnar the briefcase, just to cash in after a month, then lose the belt the month after?
Honestly, the crippler cunt face, thanks for the $4.99, it was to put over Seth again. It was Seth won by, kind of BS a little bit, and Seth wasn't getting over enough, and they were like, we got to do more to put him over. Have him have another big match with Brock at SummerSlam. So that's what this was. They were double putting over Seth again. Do you like him now?
Here we go.
That's what this was.
Here we go.
Just like with Roman. Seriously, that's what it was.
7/10 show. Salute to your 7-year journey.
Limitless Roads. Limitless, thank you for the $5 donation, ma'am. It has been a hell of a journey from doing this for fun as a hobby to doing it as a part-time job to now doing it as a full-time job. It has been a hell of a weird journey. We've met a lot of friends and a lot of weird fucks along the way, but here it is. And Jake DeMarco, we met him too. And he's just what the stuff that he does to me behind the scenes, sexually.
Magical.
Yeah, it's magical. I would say that.
Orgasmic.
Yeah, it is orgasmic. And you know what? I'm going to take our first call of the night because the phone lines are just jammed like you wouldn't believe.
Oh, sure.
I've never seen this many calls come in within a span of 20 minutes. 516, how you doing?
Hi, Joe.
Hey, baby. Is this Nick?
Hey, it's me, Nick. Oh my gosh, happy 7th anniversary.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. Holy shit, Mike.
I have been here since 10,000 subscribers, man. It's just it's so great seeing you get to 66,000.
I want to get 66,666 so I can go full devil.
This SummerSlam is actually, in my opinion, one of the best SummerSlams in the last 5 years.
You might be right. I think you might be right. Except, I think the last time I enjoyed SummerSlam a lot was the one where Daniel Bryan won and then got cashed in on by Randy, just because that was so whacked out.
That was 2013.
That was perfectly planned. Can I give the show a 7 out of 10 tonight? This show was surprisingly, shockingly better. There are a few problems I had with the show tonight. Like, AJ Styles and Ricochet had an okay match, but by the way, did you see the CM Punk chance when Ricochet put the Anaconda Vice on AJ?
Yeah, I did, and one of the things, the reason why that match had a problem was they went with the whole injury thing, but they did the right thing. They made AJ and the OC look powerful, which is what I just basically said from the beginning. Like, you can't have Ricochet just beat AJ with his buddies outside. There's no way that's happening without ruining that group. So, to me, that match suffered from that, but I thought it was okay. Obviously, those two could have a match that tears down the house, but that's not what they were going for. But the story they told was good enough. It was good. It just wasn't, you just know the stuff that they could have done, and that's what was irritating.
Agreed. And I just have to ask you, now that Charlotte has actually won a bajillion titles, main event WrestleMania, beat Asuka's streak, and beat Trish at Toronto, what else is there left for her to do? Like, what else is there left for her to accomplish?
Win another belt, man. Win the belt again, whatever. I think this is just, part of this was to get Trish on the show, but more to put Charlotte over again, and she didn't have anything to do.
I find it asinine that they would put this match over the women's titles.
What, putting Trish ahead?
No, I mean, I don't think so, because here's why. Because the placement I thought was fine, because, you've got, I thought Becky and Natalya was a good opening match, and it worked, and so they were right. The crowd loved it. They did a great job, so that was perfect. Then you had the Bayley match come on second, which was definitely going to be the worst match. You already felt that was probably going to be the worst match, but the Trish and Charlotte match, you're never 100% sure what somebody returning who's getting older is going to do, But Trish really performed really well for what was going on, and so
yeah, she did great. I'm not going against her. I'm just saying. I'd rather put the women's titles in front of her. Like, I think I'd rather watch Natalya and Becky Lynch's match. But
who would have opened it? Wait a minute. Who would have opened it for you? Who would have you had open the show?
I would have rather had Goldberg versus Ziggler open, in my opinion. Get that match out of the way.
All right. I think they didn't do that because it's such a shocking, weird gimmick thing that they're doing. It's a weird thing to open a show with a gimmick like that. Usually you want to open the show with a good wrestling match and potentially a title too. Like, that's always usually a good way to open, I think, pay-per-views like this. So I think that's why they didn't do it. But what would you... So I like that it was on second. Normally the secondary match is kind of like a whatever to get to the next thing, but they did the squash.
There's a formula to follow as well. If you do, in the beginning, not a long-term match, but a longer match, they try and do around 12 minutes as the minimum. If they get somewhere near...
Yeah, it makes sense. You guys got fair point.
Before, that gets people to go ahead and continue watching. If you do something quick, they tend to stray away. This is some TV study they had a while ago, but... This was years back, but I remember reading that, on the show ages ago, that they try and do something, with a set time frame. This way, if you watch 15 minutes of a show, you're I guess typically suggested to stay longer than if you do something quick. So
yeah, I
have a quick question for you guys. I have a quick question. Did Natalya receive some sort of plastic surgery look? Because she looks completely different from the last time I saw her.
It's the makeup. They airbrushed the shit out of her, and her makeup does this to her. Nick,
she asked for the duck-billed platypus special. She was trying to look like Perry, and
she asked for the golden face is what happened. But yeah, thank you, Nick, for the call, bro. I appreciate that. Nick has super boost on his microphone every time he calls. It's like
shit bomb.
Insane.
Great no promo talent as champion again. Okay. SummerSlam was good tonight. Bray was phenomenal. Raw women's match was okay. Goldberg and Ziggler was May. Trish and Charlotte was decent. Bayley and Ember sucked and Orton and Kofi was stupid.
Yeah, the Kofi and Orton thing made me angry with the ending, although they had been doing okay. Triple Gaming, thanks for becoming a $5 shit bum. And then Bayley and Ember Moon was horrible. Bayley and Ember Moon was just fucking garbage. That was really bad. That was...
I don't even know who I would blame for that either. They didn't seem to mesh well together.
Yeah, Bayley doesn't put a lot of effort into some of her moves. She looks weird. No. And Ember kind of is all over the place sometimes. So it just was a weird... It was kind of like Baszler and Mia Yim. Jesus, Yam. I kept calling her fucking Yam. Mia Yim last night. Mia Yimmy Yim, Yam, Kim Jim.
Yeah, I saw most of your review, but I didn't actually... The only thing I saw from TakeOver last night was the main event, the 2 out of 3 Falls match.
Yeah.
So, I'm more biased to say it was a good show, but after hearing everything you had to say, that's unfortunately, like you said, run-of-the-mill for NXT is... uncommon, but it's hard to keep outdoing yourself.
It wasn't the worst NXT TakeOver ever, and none of them have fallen below a 6 out of 10 for me. But I gave last night's NXT, I think, a 7 or something.
Yeah, I could see that from what I've it
was so fun, far. But it was just, I don't know.
But yeah, like you said with Bayley, the match just wasn't great.
FIEENDDD.
The Fiend. Triple H, thank you, or Tyler H. That's Tyler H. Tyler, thanks. Yeah, I was doing commentary to most of SummerSlam tonight, so if anybody ever wants to watch SummerSlam again and throw my commentary over it, just sync it up with my live stream previous to this one if you want to have some fun, I guess. Momo's Khan. What up, Momo's Khan? How you doing? Thank you for subbing to the channel. We're having a subscription party. Can you guys help a girl out and subscribe down below?
About to get it, man.
Do it.
We're
on our way to 66,000. And you don't want to miss out on the next video I do.
6/10 that might have been the best Universal title match ever.
You know what, Firebird 87? It was a pretty good match. From the beginning to the end. It was a pretty good match. It didn't quite have enough, it more relied on big moves, shock, big moves, rather than, really good psychology. So I didn't love it because of that. But it was a brutal, hard-hitting, from the beginning to end match. So
I don't think it was the best ever, but it was decent.
It's pretty good. I give it a 7 out of 10. Give that match a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, and the thing with Ember, I mean, she's had zero build of momentum.
Honestly, the SummerSlam wasn't horrible, but my stream was so bad I didn't enjoy it.
Oh man, Dirty, thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum, Dirty. Me too, sweet me. But yeah, the network going down really hurt people. People were pissed.
It took you out of it so many times, and then you miss stuff. You're trying to rewind, you can't, and then it would freeze again. So you just couldn't keep up. You couldn't compete with it. It ended up where I would have 2 streams going, so if one went down, the other one would still keep going. You shouldn't have to watch like that, picture in picture of the same thing.
Absolutely. Big mistake there with whatever they're doing.
Ember Moon was doing nothing for so long. She wasn't even on TV.
Right.
And that was the same problem I had with Jinder Mahal. You know, he was more of a jobber, obviously, than she was, but she wasn't even a thought. And then you had her lose multiple times. Who'd she get? She lost to Alexa Bliss in that tag match.
Yep.
Then Natalya did the whole thing where she did the sharpshooter on her to sell, that.
Right.
So she's done nothing, and the crowd didn't give 2 shits either, justifiably so.
Right.
So that came across from a crowd that was, like I said, they were very loud and raucous and lively the whole night. They get to this match and they're just silent. You can't blame them for not giving a damn. So. Yeah. It just takes away from the atmosphere, and it just fell really flat, and it made the match feel really long. And really, it was only a 10-minute match, but it felt much longer than that.
And Bayley I don't know what it is, but she just sucks.
Her character is just that. She's lacking any and all character.
She used to be much better in NXT because she had a connection, it felt like.
Yeah, she was the every fan, person type thing. This one, she just has no character because she's so ill-defined. And that's the huge issue with her. 1 week she kind of acts heelish, and she attacks you after the match, and then the next week she's the hugger, and then you're supposed to, the week after, she's the serious champion, and she wants to. Well, which is she? They keep changing her constantly, and with her being an ever in flux, it just doesn't work. You don't get to enjoy any personality, or lack thereof.
Yeah, I don't know, and I don't know what to say about her or what to do. Like, I need to study her more to figure out what to do. But one of the things, the problem is, like, her, like, it's like, I get the good guy character and the nice girl character and the whatever, but there's something not, like, she doesn't even sell me on her niceness anymore. It's like, somebody does something bad to her and she's like, well, we'll find out in the ring or something, and it doesn't quite, I don't know, I can't even explain. It's almost like she's smiling as she's trying to be this face, and I don't believe even that, like, out of her. It's weird. Like, I can't quite put my finger on it.
They had an easy story to tell with this, too, because, I chose Ember. Why? Because you think she'd be a good opponent? No, because I wanted an easy SummerSlam victory. And then Ember has something to prove, and it could have, but there was no justification as to why she chose Ember Moon. They tried to dispel that, a little bit and kind of make a reason why, but it never was properly explained. They didn't give anybody a single motivation. Bayley, why do you want to retain the title? Because. Ember, why do you want the title? Because. There was just nothing to it.
I know you didn't hear my commentary, but I was commentating all the matches, and one of the things...
I heard some of it. I heard a good portion.
So during the Bayley and Ember match, I set up the idea that Ember Moon, a lot of times she loses matches because she goes for a big risky move, and she gets distracted or makes a mistake with it.
Yep.
Or sometimes, she hits it, and when she hits a big move... or something kind of unorthodox, she can win a match because of that. So it's very 50-50 with Ember, and if she could just harness that, or maybe take a step back from it, she might, have more victories, but look for that to play into this match type of thing. And there it was, like, she jumped on the top rope for the diving stunner eclipse, and she got caught and belly to whatever. So, like, even...
the belly to belly happened. You called that right as it happened.
But if you actually listen to the regular WWE commentary... There's no story set up at all. It's just Bayley versus Ember, and then, Ember loses, I guess, see you later. But at least in my commentary, I built the idea that Ember can be reckless sometimes. So I essentially protected Ember in a way while also talking about her fault, but also the reason that she does win is because of that. And it built something for her on my commentary of the match that they didn't and couldn't build on the main roster commentary. And I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. I feel like that made the match better because of that, and I wish they would do stuff like that a little bit more on commentary with the WWE. I'll just pat myself on the asshole. But no, the match was garbage. It was really bad. There was no point of anything. You could have left that belt off the show, to be honest, and put the goddamn IC belt on the show instead. No
kidding. I mean, we got no Andrade, no Rey Mysterio. I mean, we had that match the other day, but we were, originally rumored no Aleister Black, no, Ali, no Nakamura. There was just, and especially ending at 10:30. I would have liked to have seen the IC title defended. That was a huge miss in my book.
I'm pissed off, man. I am so pissed off. You have no idea. WWE, you pieces of shit. How fucking dare you keep the Intercontinental Championship off a goddamn fucking SummerSlam? You fucking idiots. Fuck you. Fuck Kevin Dunn. Fuck Vince. Fuck everybody. Two women's titles on the fucking main show. But you couldn't put the fucking Intercontinental Championship, the number 2 belt ever in the history of the company, isn't on the show. You goddamn assholes.
It was on the kickoff show last time. It's been devalued for ages now.
I want to, oh my God, I want to cut somebody.
Roman Reigns, you're my man. See you naked. Oh, give me that Superman punch in my rectum. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. I don't care if your whole fist goes up my asshole. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
Tonight's SummerSlam is a 5/10 definition. The cock that's disappointing. It's the cock that has potential in the bedroom, but your girlfriend can't stand the fact that your cock looks like a thumb. But your semen is pearl white and not chunky.
What the hell? Jesus Christ, Cockmeister. Cockmeister.
Old school.
They went the old school donation, too. Yeah, if that's what you're talking about. Yeah, old school. Thank you, man. Cockmeister.
Give it a hell yeah!
Brock and Seth killed it. Brock to SmackDown for Fox. Trish looked great. AJ Ricochet ending was great. Plus I got Alexa and Peyton in the same match, made my night smile.
Alexa's sweet ass. Thanks for the 316, Austin. Yeah, probably. I'm gonna bet we don't see Brock Lesnar until Fox. So maybe no Lesnar until Fox. Most likely.
Probably keep him off, more than likely.
Do you want to see my dick? I'll take my dick out right now.
Sean's view is in the chat all night, clout chasing during my live stream.
CM Punk.
And here he goes. My God, my dick, my prick, my dick, my thick, my dick. Sean's view is only 35 minutes away from my house. Do you guys want me to go get him?
I'm Sean's view.
My cock. You want to see my cock, Brian?
I'll show you my pee-pee. Do you want to see my dick?
Do you want to see my dick?
Do you want to?
That's right, Sean's view pulled his penis out on YouTube one time, years ago.
I watched up until the end of the Charlotte match. May missed the rest but caught the end of Lesnar Rollins. From what I saw, looked to be a decent show. The crowd was into it, which was cool. What did I miss after the Peacock?
Oh my God, did you miss The Fiend? You missed Bray Wyatt? I think you missed Bray Wyatt. That was the most badass shit all night. Like, that was crazy. You better go watch it. Dude, Bray Wyatt's entrance was the shit. Thank you, Joe Cronin's dog.
We always bitch about builds to PPV, but once again the PPV is good. Just imagine if once they gave us a good build to a PPV.
Well, this probably had one of the better builds of the year. This as much as this needed a better build, this build to this was probably one of the better ones in the last 2 years. And it still wasn't right. But Joe Cronin's dog, thank you. Before that. Who the hell was that? Rated R Superstar.
Everyone loves Bray Wyatt. Today.
Yeah.
I give it 3 months and these bipolar fair weather ass fans are going to turn on him like they did Seth, Becky, and Kofi. And you wonder why Vince doesn't listen to you all. Post-Attitude Era wrestling fans make me sick.
TJ, thanks for the 316. I mean, you got a good point a little bit, I guess. I mean, I don't know about post-attitude, but I'd say post 2007 or something. Thank you, TJ.
My name is Kane and I'm donating.
Movado.
The Goldberg match was gonna be a squash. Got to get the shitty Undertaker match out of the fans' memory.
Yep.
Those super kicks had me marking out, but I knew better. Gotta book Goldberg strong.
Yeah, I said that all week long, man. I mean, Goldberg was here to, or Dolph was here to put over Goldberg. I mean, they had to make Goldberg look good again. He looked like shit the last time we saw him. They didn't even mention it. They were like, yeah, that's fucking not even canon anyway. They feel like so.
You forgot about
really.
it quickly.
Yeah, they didn't mention one damn thing about it, and I don't blame them. They were building up Goldberg. Got to make him look good, man. That was so bad last time. I don't blame them at all. You had to.
And it was
that.
a much better outing this time, and that's what they aimed to do. They achieved their goal. And I didn't say it was good by any means, but it was better than the last time.
Network was fine on my phone. Wasn't even on Wi-Fi.
J Powers 55. Thanks for the $2. Yeah, you know, my phone had problems and my PC had problems. NXT on my Xbox had no problems.
I think less people watching as well because it wasn't.
Yeah, you're talking about 800,000 to 600,000 people watched NXT TakeOver.
Yeah, it was server lag. You could tell it was stability coming from them.
Yeah, 1.8 million people or something watched this on the network tonight. Maybe 2 million people watched this on the network. Last night,
I had heard we're going to hear some type of statistic, but they had a ton of signups to the free month trials and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But they still tout those as active subscriptions, obviously, to report. So we're going to hear some number in the next few days about that.
About to get it, man. Here we go. Oh,
that'll be interesting.
Oh, no.
Daniel.
Your commentary made the show a 10 out of 10. I love you, Jake and Joe.
Daniel, thanks for the $5, man. Yeah, my voice.
Much love, Dean.
My voice is suffering a little bit from doing the commentary to the whole show on my other stream, but it was fun.
I like that Goldberg kept coming back to the ring, and then he, fully went away and then came back again. Dolph didn't make any sense with what he was saying. Oh, I know you wouldn't fight me man to man. Well, he just did, but he was still just egging him on. It was funny. I like that he came back, and Dolph did sell that spear quite well. That looked brutal.
That was awesome, dude. He looked like he just got murdered. It was
especially the last one where Goldberg ran the ropes to really wind it up. That was well done. Even the super kicks in the beginning with Goldberg, kicking out at one, that was so well done. Made him look more robotic than human, which is what they wanted. So job well done there. Like I said, it wasn't great by any means, but it was better than the last time.
It was entertaining. That's all that mattered. It wasn't a match that was great. It was just entertaining. I was entertained by what they did. So that's all I care about. Yo, what up? We got 313 on the phone. Hey, what's up?
Yeah, man. Let the real nigga through real quick. Drew Fossa again.
Drew Fossa, baby. I've been jerking off to your Instagram all week, bro.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I had a solid. I was like, man, let me find Joe Cronin on IG real quick. So yeah, I meant to. The takeover yesterday was cool. I get it like an A- only because the Shayna Baszler match was like, I was like, this shit, that match kind of boring. But yeah. Let me get to the SummerSlam real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, this is pretty cool, man. I gave it a solid B. It was gonna be a B plus, but I took it off because I didn't like the outcome to the Brock and Seth shit. I was like, how the fuck is Brock? How is this nigga? How you withstanding all this shit? Did you get your ribs crushed by some chairs in the back of a stretcher? And all? I'm like, how is he doing all this shit? I'm like, dog, this match should have been over, dog.
Classic Vince. Classic Vince.
It just made it unbelievable to me. I'm like, nah, man, no way in hell, dog.
Yeah, especially with him spitting up blood, and he's been so destroyed for weeks now.
Yeah.
He couldn't even move last Monday, and then he got assaulted even worse. So
much for all that TV14 shit, too. Oh, it's going to be bloody, and it's going to be crazy. And
he could barely kill Brock when he was healthy at WrestleMania. He had to use chairs and low blows and everything. This time, he basically did it straight up, clean, without...
that whole segment that I liked back then on Raw, I was like, but fuck that segment. That was some bullshit. I got to take points off that because I'm like, that it just made it make no sense. And okay, what else happened? Hey, Trish, I was surprised by her because I thought she was gonna die in the ring or something. But she actually did good, you know, for somebody that been in the ring for that damn long. That tag match don't count. That was Evolution, but like she got like, damn, Trish was actually doing kind of good.
All that yoga she does, she was in shape, she was prepared, and she's still stacked as ever. So.
Oh yeah, and Bray Wyatt, though, I was like, man, he basically he said, hey, fuck a wrestler, I'm trying to kill niggas. He's snapping doing this. I'm like, he's snapping names. I'm like, oh snap!
Coming out with a severed head, you know?
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, the intro and everything. I'm like, hey, it was. I didn't find nothing wrong with that. That was sick, man. I'm like, that was some different shit.
The whole feel, the atmosphere, the music, like everything, the way, the Titantron saying "let him in" and you know, just the low lighting, it was perfect.
Yeah, I was like, come on, man, this is cool. And Goldberg's one of my boys, man. That Goldberg shit was. I liked that shit, man.
I liked it, yeah.
Yeah, Dolph getting back on the microphone. Hey, man, come back out here. Hey, I ain't done with you. I'm like, Goldberg gonna tear your ass up. Like, it was cold. That spear, oh my god.
Yeah, that spear was nasty. One of the best ones we've seen in ages.
Right.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if Dolph was actually in the fucking hospital right now.
Yeah, I mean
you called in on SmackDown, right, Travasa? Because I could have sworn you called in that review.
You did.
Didn't Shane McMahon say that he put his career or his himself on the line? Wasn't that what he agreed to on Thursday, or am I crazy?
I don't remember that.
No,
I thought Jesus Christ, Orton. I'm looking at Orton, a match with him. I thought Owens like goaded him into it, saying that he wasn't man enough to. Isn't that what we got out of Shane on SmackDown, or am I losing it entirely?
Kevin said that, but Shane said, "No, I'm not doing that."
Yeah, I know he disagreed at first, and then Kevin basically called him, every name in the book. I thought he goaded him into it at the end, but
oh yeah, I don't remember nothing like that.
Man, just too much stuff going through my head, but I wasn't sure because I was like, there was no mention of that, and it didn't feel, like they kind of glossed over it, so I wasn't sure. But I thought they finally added the stipulation for Shane as well.
Oh no. Yeah, they ain't go through with that. But it's cool, man. Let's see what Bray Wyatt do afterwards on Raw or whatever, man. Like, I'm kind of curious. Not like, he looked like he was a damn. He came out like he was a damn video game boss. I'm like, this motherfucker about to kill everybody.
Yeah, dude, it was cool, man. Plus the music was good. It was like his old theme. If Marilyn Manson redid his old theme but was a female, it was weird. It was good. I like that.
Let him be with Seth. Because, hey, I'm tired of Seth, like I said before. He got to lose that belt. Let him take the belt off Seth tomorrow.
I'm just worried, like, they'll keep him kind of in the mid-card scene, you know what I mean, as this dominant mid-card guy.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you rather have that, though, in a way? Wouldn't you rather Bray Wyatt right now be this sort of dominant guy around the lower mid-card, upper mid-card, rather than have him go to the... You know what I mean? The upper, mid, and main event and lose all the time like he was. I would take this over that.
Oh, yeah. The mid-card, let him work himself up real quick. Just, look, he don't need to lose to nobody. I don't care what's going on. He don't need to lose to nothing.
Yeah, like, he doesn't need the belt. He doesn't need to lose. All that. You're right.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, man. All right, Drew Fossa, man. You anything else? I'll let you go, bro.
That's about it, man. I hit y'all up next time.
Hell yeah, baby. All right, I'm going to whack off to your Instagram. Drew Fossa, man, thanks for following me on Instagram, Instagram.com/Joe Cronin Show. And I'll play a couple more donations.
Shit bomb.
Good call.
I loved the Bray and Balor, his new entrance theme and severed head lantern badass.
Yeah,
plus Brock losing the title to Seth WTF.
Well, the severed head and the neck breaking could maybe be the reason why they went TV-14. Frag Dude 44. Thanks for becoming a $5 shit bum. Appreciate that, bro. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the reason. Because there had to have been a reason why that happened. But this is not this is the third time now that we've seen them give a TV-14 rating. For some reason. It's weird.
Yeah, so maybe that was it.
Maybe different markets.
Super Chat. Clash of Champions. Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin.
Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin at Clash of Champions. CJ Crumb, thank you. Is that really happening? I couldn't care about that.
Give it a
I
hell
heard that
yeah.
at one point. But
Bray was amazing. Best part of the night. His theme was so good. They better not mess this up or I will be mad.
Wrestling
It cool,
themes.
but I got a friend. We loved her commentary and I got him to sub.
Oh,
I love
thanks,
you,
man.
baby.
I love you, baby. Thank you, baby. Triple M, thanks for the donation, man. Thanks, dude. I had fun doing the commentary, kind of playing around. That was kind of fun. I haven't called an indie match in 4 months, so I was dying to do something. So I'll just call WWE on my stream. Appreciate that.
Cocksucker, suck the cock. I'm allowed to talk forever.
It's my wife.
I got a fucking dick. I'm not allowed to talk as long as everybody else. Fuck you, fucking cocksucker. Suck your own dick tonight, dick.
SummerSlam was piss poor at best. I was actually playing Apex Legends and watching the interesting stuff. One thing I fucking hate, Michael Cole saying this is Bray Wyatt's debut. Fuck you, Michael Cole. Fuck your frosted hair-tipped gay cuck-ass, you shitbag.
Speaking of that, the announcer had the frosted tips too. Pussy Lips McGee. Thank you for the $11 donation, Pussy Lips McGee. And thanks to my wife for that wonderful sound clip. Amazing and beautiful. Oh.
Cocksucker, suck the cock. I'm allowed to talk forever.
I could hear that a million times and just love it, every one of them.
Super chat. Super chat.
Ricochet true potential. See Flair is great wrestler.
Magnificent swag. What up? Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, Ricochet is so damn good, and Charlotte is just Charlotte's phenomenal.
Super chat.
She really is.
I'm back on Patreon, Joe.
Daniel, thanks, bro. Welcome back to Patreon, and thanks for coming back. So many people signed up for Patreon this past few days. We're at 375 patrons, and last night's Corrupted killed it.
Chat party.
Make sure you listen to Corrupted.
What's next for Seth?
He's gonna reign as champion, man, and then we're gonna find out that he hit Roman. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? I feel like it's almost felt like they were gonna do that. Firebird, thanks, but now I don't think so because I think that they're really going with, Seth is the hero and all that type of thing, and they even got Bret Hart being like, "I'll be watching you tonight. I almost broke my leg coming in here, but I'll be watching your whole damn match."
yeah, we used to say it was all for Roman. Now it's going to be all for Seth. They're going to do everything they can to make him look cool and relevant. And
yeah, they've already they botched that too. They tried to make him look cool the last few days, and he looks like a goddamn idiot.
Yeah,
Drew Foster said it best. He was okay. Now he's not. Now he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna tell people to suck it," and he looks like an idiot.
Yeah, they had him with DX. They had him with Street Profits.
Super chat.
Obviously,
I triggered Dash Wilder by saying Brock 6 lol.
How do you trigger Dash Wilder by saying Brock sucks? Corwin Eberle.
Dash Wilder said Brock sucks, I guess, on Twitter.
Oh, he did?
Said. Oh, wow. I didn't see it, but that's what was said before.
I know Jake
yeah.
hates Brock, but the man has a presence you can't deny. He looks like a champion. There's not many, if any, on the roster that has that look when he walks into a room. HBK wasn't a big man, but he had presence.
Right.
Not feeling it from Seth anymore.
Yeah, and I think I'm feeling it a little bit. See, what I saw Seth Rollins do tonight made me think like he should be Intercontinental material. Movado, thanks for the donation. I just still see him as a mid-card guy. I don't see him as a champion.
What if Roman's entrance became her donation song?
What? Diverse, thanks for the donation, man. What the hell? What does that mean? His theme?
Give it a hell yeah.
I don't know.
SmackDown Women's title had zero story, the crowd was totally dead. It was the beer run or bathroom match. So sad that a title match was the beer run match.
Just get rid of the second women's title. It's so stupid. The Intercontinental title should have been on this show. I don't care what they had to do or what story that was not told or told. That belt needs to be on the goddamn show. It's the goddamn lineage of that belt. The Intercontinental Championship should be at SummerSlam. No excuse.
Better treatment.
Zero excuse. Phenomenal one. Thanks for subbing. Absolute zero excuse for no Intercontinental belt on these shows, on SummerSlam shows. Bullshit.
Dash Wilder was triggered as he was defending Brock. He's like he sent out a tweet that said fans.
Here we go. About to get it, man. Here we go. Here we
That's
go.
what I thought he said.
Oh, no.
7/10 PPV was good. Agree with the IC title. I didn't notice that. Bray Jesus, that was sick. I was 3 to 6 out of my predictions. Good show. Much love, Joe.
Malk Gooley, thanks for the donation to $5, man. Yeah, not bad if you got that many right. I didn't do the best on my predictions. I think I was half right because I had all these weird ideas. I was okay, actually, now that I think about it, but I don't remember. We'd have to go back and figure out how wrong I was. I don't think I was that wrong.
Creative. For some reason, I really thought Shane had put himself on the line. I don't know why my brain went to that, but...
Well, everything was a good guy.
I think it was just too obvious that he wasn't doing it for whatever reason.
I don't remember that ever happening, but yeah.
Ray looks like a member of Slipknot.
Yeah, Bray could have been the new member in Slipknot. I agree. Probably where he got the idea. I mean, to be honest. Aaron Embry, thanks for the $1.99, man. What up?
Well, Tom Savini also designed some of the masks for Corey Taylor and a few other Slipknot members. So.
Oh, there you go. I mean, Corey might have told him, like, hey, check this guy out.
Yeah, exactly. No, I only saw the third tweet Dash sent out, so it looked like he was digging on Brock. But no, he was defending him because his later tweet says, a guy that gets paid to make people hate him and people like to watch him? Weird. So I misunderstood. But no, he said, fans say Brock sucks. I hate watching him. And then fans during Brock's matches. Oh, my God, this is awesome. So yeah. He's just, shitting on anybody giving Brock a hard time.
I mean, these wrestlers really got to stop actually complaining about what the fans are doing and stay in character.
Yeah.
Like, you're complaining too. Like, why? Why are you complaining? Why aren't you out there being like, Brock should have won, Seth sucks, I would have beat him. Like, stuff like that. Hagar 18 tattoo. Stirring people up that way. Why go on there and be like, oh, defend the guy? Aren't you a heel?
Exactly. And there were...
Mev 4/10.
Gooner Chiefs fan, what's been up, dude? Good to hear from you. What up, Gooner Chiefs fan? 4 out of 10.
After the Brock match, they were supposed to originally, I had heard, there was going to be, part of the reason why it went early tonight was that there was a segment being planned. I was talking about this earlier with a few people on Twitter and whatnot, that they wrote something with Daniel Bryan and Roman and Eric Rowan, and it was going to air after the main event match.
Right.
So Roman would be backstage, and it was supposedly going to be this big angle. And then we heard online that, WWE is still reportedly rewriting SummerSlam during the show. That was on like Ringside News and other websites. And they said, according to a source in WWE, the last couple parts of the show are still being written as of about 5 minutes ago. And this was halfway through the show.
Well,
but we know they rewrite the script all the time. And then we heard that, they're planning an angle with Roman. It's already been planned, and they rehearsed it, but they wouldn't let anybody else into the rehearsal area, so no one was allowed to see what happened. And they're trying to keep it hush-hush. And then, obviously, the show went off the air kind of ahead of schedule, randomly enough.
Yeah, it's weird. That's the thing. They were ahead.
Brandon Hicks sent me the tweet for this. He's like, you don't want to read this? And I was like, yeah, I saw that they basically canceled the big segment planned around... Rowan, Bryan, Roman. So it looks like we're, going to get more boring Seth and Becky, it says on Raw. So joy for that. But
well, they clearly planned something with Roman that they did not do tonight.
Yeah.
Like, they even ran the package there like they were going to.
Exactly. So it was supposed to close out the show after, it was going to be some type of backstage thing, but it was going to be more of like a, oh my God, wow thing, and I'm really curious what it was they had in mind.
Just don't get why they
scrapped that.
They should have done that because they want to keep like everybody interested in, whoa, what's happening Monday or
exactly.
Tuesday.
There's no continuation and cliffhanger. What Randy Orton and Kofi is the reason to tune into SmackDown to see how their feud's going to continue.
And it's not a pay-per-view. It's not like back in the day on pay-per-view where you might not do that as much because like whatever, the people are going to be watching either anyway, and a lot less people watch the pay-per-view than watch the TV show.
Exactly.
No, it's this is free. Like, or people have the network. It's only $9 a month. Like,
and it's all over Twitter. I mean, they have WWE uploading the highlights onto YouTube, and you can see who's winning as it happens with their Twitter and Instagram updates and Snapchat stories, and it's everywhere. So. That's why West Coast and different time zone complain all the time, and rightfully so. Not complain, but they're upset legitimately because they can't see things at the time that they're released, and they get spoiled so easily.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know. They really, like I said before, had some questionable booking decisions. I didn't care at all for the count out, and as I always say, they choose what rules to apply when. Seth and Brock were on the outside for upwards of 50 seconds at one point without there even being a count made.
Right.
But we didn't even know the count was happening for Orton and Kofi.
Right.
I was surprised when they rang the bell. I was I didn't even hear a count being made.
Not only did they not have a count, but Orton barely did anything to his family. He was just kind of like, hey,
kind of like oddly licked his lips and looked.
Yeah, I said that on my thing. I was like, dude, he licked his lips. I heard you say
that comment, and it was like, That
was weird.
Yeah, it was a bit bizarre, but
it was. I mean, that's what it was supposed to do. So, but I mean, it just was like he could have done more. I mean, Kofi like woke up like the Undertaker from he should have been out still, and he woke up like Superman.
Yeah, he was raring to go with all this energy that he should have not had after getting his ass beat for a while. And that was the same thing with the Kevin Owens match. I with it being so obvious Owens has to quit. Well, I had thought for the whole time, I don't know why I messed it up in my head, but I know he was trying to goat him back into it, and then they flipped the table on top of him, and they did that spot with the chair. And I liked what they did in parts of the match with Shane trying to get him disqualified. And Elias got involved as predicted, but I really thought it would end, Owens being on his way out because they wouldn't get rid of Shane, but that wasn't, what they were going for. So everybody else had seen it, called right down the middle. Obviously Owens would be there, and he's not going to lose his job. I did, I liked the way the match ended, but it was a smart way to do it with him kicking him in the nuts instead of using the chair and, getting himself disqualified. The ref's distracted, looking away, and it's like, all right, that was decent. That was better, than what they could have just done with a straight stunner. So,
right.
But still, the crowd was into it. I give them that. But for me, I was really hoping for a bit more there. I mean, how much more they could have given us, I'm not sure. Owen's still impressive as ever, though. For like I always say, with him being able to do the swantons and everything off the top rope and being so agile for his size, it just always impresses me.
Speaking of impressing you, I gotta bend over and grab something. Hang on a minute. My bad. Oh,
no worries.
Oh, God. God damn this fucking thing.
Skype would work great. I can't hear if you're playing audio or whatnot.
Oh,
so
no, I have to bend over and grab these.
Sorry for the dead air, but yeah. Hot take here for me is the fact that...
Fuck hot take. Fuck hot take.
The AJ
He's in
Styles
the chat. Time him
match.
out. Time him out if he's in the chat. Piece of shit.
There's somebody named Hot Take? That's funny. AJ Styles and Ricochet. I realized it was a good match from these two, but it was covered with a been there, done that feel. I can't be the only one that felt that way.
Yeah, I didn't care about... I told you from the beginning, I didn't care about any of this stuff with the club or OC, whatever. I want Ricochet in a match with somebody who can actually have a match with him that's awesome, instead of being in a match where he's got to lose because they've got to win. And what? Like, it's just...
Yeah, because they're going to keep booking the club strongly. They want to build up the OC, and I get that. They should be. But like you said with Ricochet, and he's been handled decently so far.
They should have put Ali in that match instead and given Ricochet fucking the Intercontinental title match, and then bam.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Boom.
And that's the thing as well, because Ricochet, is so damn just talented, and AJ and him, they had a good match. I'm not denying that, but
right.
I couldn't get invested in it. I don't feel like that's my fault, though, because everything we've seen them do has been done before. I mean, there was nothing here that they offered us, I feel, that had any type of different variation. Or I think we got more on the previous matches than we did here as well. Like the Styles Clash from the top rope on Raw and things like that. This was not that impressive. I like the Nightwing look on his gear. Gargano last night had the Wolverine outfit, and there was a few. Alexa Bliss had the Buzz Lightyear ring gear on. People had some cool looks tonight, but
I was like, why would you put a guy that looks as good as Ricochet to probably a lot of women out there? They're probably pissed this guy's wearing a full body
Covered
suit.
up his abs, giving him
yeah,
fake
I mean,
abs to wear.
seriously. Like, come on. Don't put this guy in a fucking outfit. And even if it was his idea, tell him, nah, bro. You're going out there without a shirt on, dude. Sorry.
You're wrestling naked.
We need all the female viewers we can get for any reason. So, no, you're going out there. You ain't wearing that. I'm dead serious. Like, if I'm Vince McMahon, I'm like, no, you're not doing that. I know that kind of makes me a dick sellout guy. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? The guy should wear what he wants and have fun and whatever. But no, if I'm Vince McMahon, I'm like, nah, take your shirt off. Get the fuck out there.
You know sex sells. That's the Vince's,
yeah.
top
Ricochet has like,
on that way.
Dude has like 90 abs. I mean, come on. You put a fucking costume on, you have 90 abs.
You got to wear fake abs, What are you, Roman?
Yeah, I don't like it. Not as a promoter, as a booker. Nope. Get that shit off of you.
Thank God they didn't go through with any of the silly Montreal screwjob angles that was
retarded. I said that from the beginning. F anybody who thought that was real.
Thank God nothing like that happened.
Dude, that was the most retarded rumors ever. There was no point that would have been made to that. It would have been... I mean, the only screw job I could have seen happening was when Shane put it on Owens. That's what we thought could have happened.
That's the only screw job I had thought out and predicted. But
that could have been all right because it would have been like, oh, that that's how he gets quit. But that would have been a little bit eye rolling too. But the Becky thing never made sense. Like, what the fuck was that?
Just because a Hart's involved and they're in Canada, that's why you want to go back to that.
Yeah.
Thank Christ that was averted.
Well, I don't think it was ever talked about. I think the rumors were bullshit. I don't think it was averted. I think the rumors were bullshit. Anybody that, I mean, maybe somebody said that at a table, but if they did, the other people went, "You're a fucking idiot."
Hopefully.
I'm assuming. Like, dead
I'm
serious.
hoping. Hopefully enough people shot that down. I mean, obviously it didn't happen, but
one dumbass thought of that, and that's, if anything, if that's even true. Or someone just started the rumor to get clicks on a website. That's really what I think, but you never know. You never know what this fucking...
Especially with all the stuff that's discussed nowadays and with some of the angles they come out with.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see stuff and you're like, how did they think of that and why was that allowed?
Yeah, some of the shit we hear about is like...
Cocksucker, suck the cock. I'm allowed to talk forever.
She is again.
I got a fucking dick. I'm not allowed to talk as long as everybody else. Fuck you, fucking cocksucker. Suck your own dick tonight.
Tonight was not, I repeat, not TV14. The WWE network had it TV PG. I'd kiff it was different anywhere else, but let's pay close attention tomorrow on Raw, and plus Heyman's era official begins tomorrow night with full reign.
I don't know, man. Every second it's Heyman's back or his first night. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. Oh, it's Heyman's first night. Oh, no, it wasn't. Oh, it is. Oh, nobody knows. Malibu Al, though, thank you for the donation of $11. Good points there. And it's always nice to see my wife talking about cock. Thank you, Malibu Al, for the $11 Leah donation.
Super Chat Party.
7/10 show. Seth and Trish were better than expected.
Yeah. Trish Stratus was really... Trish Stratus surprised the shit out of me. Leah Cronin's cunt must win. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, man, Trish brought it, dude. Like, I mean, she's never been the best. She's very flimsy looking in the ring and stuff. But they did a good job. They really did. That's surprising for someone coming out of retirement, basically, and all that shit, and a female too. At her, I mean, not to say her age, she looks hot, but I mean, over the age of 30, a female performer, like, it's always impressive. And over the age of 35, like, I mean, that's fucking awesome. That's some crazy shit. And she's a mom and shit. No guys give birth and then come back when they're fucking, so it's crazy, dude. That was good. That was one of the better things of the night.
Super chat. Super chat.
TV14 was never advertised or used tonight.
Well, we had lots of people sending us screenshots of it. Well, it didn't have to be advertised. It was listed TV14 in some areas, apparently, because everybody had real screenshots of it. Thank you for the donation. Hooli Sheet. What up, Hooli Sheet? Who's that donation by? I fucking missed it. My bad. It was Big Matt. What a Big Matt.
Super chat. Super chat.
I wonder why it ended full hour before scheduled time.
They were way ahead of schedule, and they took something off, and I think it ended up being better for it, to be honest. You know?
Joe, you are absolutely correct about Seth and the IC title. He reminds me of a Mr. Perfect, or Chris Benoit type guy.
Yeah,
when your
me too.
title says heavyweight, it should mean that. That's like if Anderson Silva held the UFC heavyweight belt. Not gonna happen.
Movado, thanks for the 316. Yeah, man. I mean, I think there's exceptions that smaller guys can win. Obviously, I think Rey Mysterio looks like a world champ sometimes. But, yeah, as far as Seth goes, yeah, I just see him as
got a new Twitch follower.
An IC belt.
Hell yeah. Take my pants off.
Rapid Fire 100 going over to my Twitch account, subscribing on Twitch. Or rather, following me on Twitch. Thank you. Rapid Fire 100. We're almost hitting the SummerSlam goal of 300. Jesus, 221 bucks. The charity's high.
SummerSlam was much blessed compared to rest of the year. Told Vince to get it right or I was gonna have a special place in hell for him. The Fiend was entertaining, reminded me of my brother Luce for always making people like M. Trish is fire 5/10.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. Holy shit, Jesus, thank you for being here, Jesus. Special shout out to Botch Club in the chat, guys. Go to Instagram, follow Botch Club on Instagram. 24,000 followers.
That lantern looked amazing. Do you think Tom Savini made that?
I bet you he did. I bet you he did, because why not kill two birds with one stone, you know, and cut off one head with one cleaver? I don't know. Hail Metal
I'm sure
Forever.
we'll hear about that soon enough. You know.
Yeah, we probably will. There'll be like a thing on it. Hail Metal Forever, thanks for the donation. Pretty badass looking thing, man. It was pretty cool. There was a lot of
highlight
cool
of my
shit.
night was hearing about how Sasha Banks is there with her ring gear, and she'll be returning tonight. And did you see all the waves of the Sasha's returning shit from earlier?
Yeah, we talked about a little bit, like, she might be there. If anything, I said there's a small chance she might be here. There's a bigger chance she'll be here tomorrow night. And then if she's not here tomorrow night or tonight, then just fucking forget it. Like, I'm done talking about it.
I said to you earlier in the week, you know, I have no faith that she's returning whatsoever.
Right.
And I have no insight at all, you know, nothing credible anyways. The only thing is from my, you know, personal point of view on all this, to me it sounded like she was done. She wanted to go elsewhere, and I don't envision, hopefully I'm wrong, you know, people want to see her return, but I don't see her coming back.
Well, the longer
really
she sits out, the longer they can tack on the time all over again. So what is she doing? What is happening?
She's still trying to get, from last I heard, the last legitimate thing after she contacted the lawyer, she was trying to find a way to get herself out. You know, that was I could picture her trying to either, like you said, they're just how much time can be tacked back on. And
their mercy as far as the contract goes. She signed the contract. They're not going to just go, hey, go ahead to AEW. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just rip up the whole contract. You know, we've destroyed other people like Luke. I almost said Luke Rojas. Like Luke Harper's been destroyed for trying to do that, and everybody else has been buried for this, including the Revival. They were put on. You know, they're here until just after Mania next year now.
Longer for one of them, and
yeah, no, Sasha cannot debut at All Out. She has a 4-year contract remaining. And I say 4-year, it was 3, but I'm saying there's 4 years left when you add up her missing time.
Yeah,
they
because
can tack
they're just
all
going to
this
keep
time.
tacking that on. They do it when people get injured and they're in good graces.
Yeah.
Never mind when they get pissed off.
Yeah, and they definitely do it when they're pissed off. They did it to the Revival in a row, everything. Like, so the Revival can't leave together. So if
look at what happened to, you know, even Rey Mysterio when he was good with them, and they tacked on time for injury. So
yeah, the contract is you cannot get out of this unless WWE says it's okay, or you find some loophole. But they know what they're doing with these. These fucking contracts are written smart. They're not stupid.
Oh yeah. Some of the, you know, I don't want to say best in a good sense, but best wording in the business for them. They're covered.
Yeah, we're talking about Stamford, Connecticut lawyers probably, and New York lawyers. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
They would have already found a loophole by now. Somebody else would have found it.
I don't see a way of her returning, you know, anytime soon. I just personally, I hope I'm wrong. I'm sure I will be. I mean, she's going to have to do something. but
right,
I just don't see her being happy with where she'd be put in, and they're not going to reward her for taking time off, and because then it's going to give, if they let her come back and rush her right into the women's title picture or give her, the red carpet welcome, then other stars are going to say, you know what, I'm taking my ball, I'm going home until I get what I want too.
Yeah,
I don't like to create, so they can't praise her and give her, a list of demands. So what do? It's like two stubborn people. They're just going to keep butting heads.
Plus they're indecisive.
She's to come back and welcome whatever they give her.
They're indecisive about bringing people back too, so it could take forever for her to come back because they can't figure it out.
Yeah, they don't know what to do with her. Could be that too. Could be she's willing to come back and they have no clue what to do with her now.
914, what's up, bro? I can barely hear you because it sounds like a party's going on over there.
I thought Bray Wyatt's entrance tonight was so awesome.
It was badass.
That was awesome.
It was badass.
God, I thought SummerSlam was good. I give it a 7 out of 10, honestly.
There you go.
And I'm still watching you guys, and I love you guys all the time.
All right, baby. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, you know what? Let's go, baby. It's time to cornhole the neighbors.
You got it. New York in the house.
All right. Hell yeah, baby. Jesus Christ. That fucking
on the show. Make sure you turn the stream down if you're watching it.
Or something down. I don't know what was going on over there. It sounded like a fucking
It wasn't a party.
It sounded like a coffee can telephone party over there.
Got a long piece of string and 2 cans.
That's what it sounded like. Let's go to another call. So many calls coming in tonight that I haven't taken. 909, what's up?
Hey, this is Weston. Am I in?
Hey, yeah, man, you're on. What's going on? I just put you right on. What's up?
Oh, just listening, guys. You guys were talking to someone else right now. I guess it's a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay of like a minute. Yeah. What's up?
Yeah, we were watching SummerSlam with a couple of my friends. It was all right. Just checking in to see how you guys thought about it.
Oh, boy.
Well, it was...
No, Jake, no.
Well, he was there, so he wanted to know what he thought.
This call sucks.
Wait, that guy was there?
Yeah, he was there. He said, I just went there with a couple of my boys, so I didn't get to hear what you guys thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that.
That's why I was giving him a pass.
Oh, my bad. I just heard, hey, what did you guys think about it? And then that triggered me. I was like, no, we're not.
He said, I went to SummerSlam with a couple of my boys.
Oh, my bad. I thought he said, I'm watching SummerSlam with my boys. That's what I thought he said.
Maybe
he went there. I thought he was watching at home. Oh, well, whatever. Sorry, man. I got triggered. I was like, oh, boy.
We've had enough of those calls. What did you think?
What did you think about it? I've been talking about it for fucking 2 hours.
You've been talking about it for 7 hours at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not ready to retell you the last 2 hours of what I've been saying. I mean, come on, man.
It said that some people apparently, supposedly, in the gorilla position were surprised with the positive reaction Becky got tonight. They thought that she may be booed out of the building since Natalya is, the hometown hero.
Yeah, that could have happened. I mean, she could come back still. She could come back tomorrow.
I didn't think that Becky would get a bad reaction, honestly.
No.
I mean, Natalya got a good amount of cheers, but she's also not like beloved by the crowd either.
Yeah.
She's respected by them, but she's not this, it's not Bret Hart. It's not, and she doesn't have that same type of
a lot of that is because of the family stuff.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, I just look at it as they went, yeah, Natalya, cool that you're hometown and all that stuff, so we like you, but okay, now let's go into character. We like Becky, so okay. That's just what I figured would happen, and that's what we got. I think people kind of respected both of them, and we got the match that I thought we'd get, which is kind of two tough girl faces in a way who are playing dirty, go to battle, and that's what we got. It's exactly what we got. That's what I thought we'd get, and I liked it. One of the better things I thought of this whole story. Still nothing was done well, but it was as good as it can be, I believe. I don't know.
Yeah, they traded, their signature moves with each other, doing each other's submissions. Lynch is applying the sharpshooter, the crowd's chanting, "This is awesome," and It was a good starting match to the pay-per-view. I thought that was wise to place that there, get the crowd, pretty hot at that point, and kind of give it a good momentum going forward. The match was good. Like I said, I think that the stipulation this time worked well for them, and they had built that up properly to see, which was better, the disarmer or the sharpshooter. And
I mentioned during the commentary, like, it was a little ridiculous they put their own moves on each other, because it was like, why would you put on a move that you don't master? Like, you'd put your fucking the move that you master on the person, not their move. Like, why would
especially with you saying that, your move's better, or my move's better than yours, that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, hey, your move sucks, but now I'm going to do it on you. Like, what the fuck are they doing? That's the only thing that I went, what the hell? I get the whole, like, oh, it's an insult, I'm using your move on you. But it was like, like, the whole crux of the thing was, my move's better than yours. Oh, I have you in a good position to put you in a submission hold. I'm going to use yours. What the fuck was the point in that? That was the dumbest thing.
No rope breaks, none of that. It worked well. I
mean, really, like, I was saying that on my stream.
That's a great point.
Oh man, that made me laugh. But other than that, the match everything was done pretty smart and everything. But that was kind of like, all right, what are you doing? And when one of them does
the spot where Natalya had her kind of like hanging off of the post and the turnbuckle.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a semi-sharpshooter. It wasn't quite like all the way locked in.
It was like a clover leaf on the top turnbuckle.
More akin to that, but you could whip out the Texas cloverleaf, but kind of like a half crab cloverleaf combination.
Yeah, I know someone said they always do that, Joe, but yeah, I know that they do that a lot where, oh, I'm going to put your move on you. I know that happens a lot, but I've never seen it happen when you literally said, like, no, your move sucks. My move's way better than yours. Like, they literally said that.
That was the entire story for this.
Yeah, so
the sharpshooter's better than, the disarmer, and that was what they were going with.
Right. Like, they should have known that and said to themselves, like, hey, that would be dumb to do this when we called our moves, like, shit on each other's moves. Like, it doesn't make, why would we look stupid? So that's the only thing that I thought was a little bit weird. But whatever.
Yeah, granted that you pointed out, it does make you laugh, but
it's nitpicking a little bit. But it was just
but it's rightfully so.
The theme, the theme was that, so it's relevant. It's like it's different. Bret Hart.
Yeah, that was the focus of the match.
Yeah,
that was the whole story of the match.
I've never heard someone be like, "Well, the fact of the matter is, we all know the sharpshooter's way better than the garbage ass sleeper hold or whatever Stone Cold knows." That type of thing, and then they put each other's move on each other. Like that's. I don't think I've ever seen that. Like I've seen. Yeah, whatever. It's just never been the theme.
If Becky didn't have her own submission maneuver, like she was just doing different submission moves,
right,
and then she used the sharpshooter, that would make sense. But no, she literally said, "Mine's better than yours." No, mine's better than yours. So that was, anything you can do, I can do better. And in this scenario, it was odd. Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah. No, it's a good point, Jay Powers. You have a good point. They do it a lot. It's just I'm telling you, my thinking I think is rational for the reason that they built the story around that. And
that was the showcase of the match. That was the whole point. Just like little nitpicks, things like that. Like I said before, Dolph's, they cut out the first thing that he said. So I don't know if he swore or if just the network cut out.
There was a lot of dumps tonight. They dumped out of like at least 5 things all night of swears. It was a lot of language going on. I liked it, but
So I don't know if anybody caught it. I asked 2 people that were there live, and they said they couldn't make it out. It was hard to hear with all the booing and cheers. But
he said, "Kiss my little tiny dingus." He said,
I can picture him saying that.
And then he said, I eat my own ass out. We got a unknown caller on the phone.
Yeah. Hey Joe, I wanted to call because I didn't agree with what you said earlier on the live stream about NXT.
What about it?
I think you're wrong about Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. I think they're amazing talents, but the thing is, how do you expect any of the parts? How do you expect them? I get how, yes, it isn't, Adam Cole isn't Shawn Michaels, but he's one of the best damn things I've seen in a long time. But when you have the main roster fucking shitty and retarded, it hinders down everything else. I feel like they're almost carrying a lot of WWE. I mean, I watched this.
No, they are. No, NXT is carrying it. NXT's way better. And I like Adam Cole. Adam Cole's great. I just kind of went on a weird rant where, like, I'm looking at the future of, like, Adam Cole on the main roster, and I just see, like, this goes nowhere. You know, in NXT, he's great. In NXT, he's a star. But on...
I don't understand what's going on with the main roster. It's like, they're so good in NXT, and then they come into the main roster, and then, I mean, time after time, Asuka, Ember Moon, Nikki Cross, Bobby Roode, fucking Robert Roode, Sasha. I mean, oh my, so many fucking people. Braun Strowman didn't do shit in NXT, and then look at what he did in the main roster. But then they fucking turned into shit and fucking retarded.
You know why I'm saying that about? I don't understand. I don't want to say that about Adam Cole because, like, I do like. He is awesome. Like, he really is. He's a great, entertaining guy.
But that's what he said about everybody else.
But I know, but see, that's the thing. I know that, so I'm being negative and jaded because what the hell is Adam Cole gonna do? Like, he's not gonna be. He's never. We don't. I'm looking for the next Hogan or Stone Cold or somebody.
But
that doesn't exist.
That's not going to be a thing because it's because that's not. I feel like that's not going to be a thing because of the main. Like they hold them back so much. Okay, look at what we have on the main roster. We have fucking Seth Rollins. I'm gonna burn it down. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I guarantee that I'm gonna fucking burn it. Like, what the fuck is that? That's fucking retarded. You got the fucking the Hiroshima Warriors, you know, the California Love. I don't want to get you copyrighted.
That was funny the other night.
I want to just fucking. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh my god, dude! Oh, I needed a call like that. Thanks, man. I needed that. He was very serious. It sounded like at first, like, I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm mad. Like, no, if you put Adam Cole, like, on Seth Rollins, like Adam Cole's, like, voice and promos on Seth Rollins, like, it would be way better. Like, it wouldn't be, it might not be The Rock or anything like that, but it would be still better. You know, it's like, I don't know what to tell you at this point, man. I don't know. I wish I was in charge of it all. That's basically what I have to say. But I don't envy the guys that are there not in charge, not having their voices heard and shit like that. Because that would be just a nightmare. Let's see what we got in the donation world here. Oh, God. Ugh. Blah, blah. Blah. Oh.
I honestly feel bad for Sasha because she is being buried for the fact she liked Ayu's tweets. She ain't leaving the Big E until Vince says otherwise. She and Harper are pretty much fucked.
You know what, though? She liked those tweets on purpose. She knew what she was doing, the Soundwave 92. Thank you, Soundwave. She wanted to leave. And once she said she wanted to leave and she tried to get lawyers and all these things, that's around the same time that she was liking AEW stuff and things like that. So she knew what she was doing. She wanted to try to bust her way out of there. And she's mad, dude. She's pissed, obviously. Sajan Conner. Thanks for... .com? I don't know, whatever the hell that is, but thanks for subscribing. God damn, man, thanks for subscribing. Oh, wait a minute. My God, it's Kane again! We're getting really close to the $300 goal.
To the last caller, it's Vince. He's so focused on what he wants to do he gives zero fucks about NXT. They fucked up a slam dunk with Bobby Roode, a Ric Flair type heel. No fucking way Johnny Wrestling or Adam Cole will do well on the main roster.
Exactly. Especially Johnny. Johnny Gargano will be dog shit on the main roster. Movado, thanks, man. Yeah, when you got a guy like Bobby Roode that they had set up for a layup and they fuck him up, I mean, forget it, dude. Forget it. This guy actually had... Bobby Roode actually had some kind of gimmick with a great entrance and this idea... And, oh my God, dude, garbage. They're screwed. This company is screwed. I mean, the Bray Wyatt's, like, pretty awesome. But it's, like, only because that developed on the main roster. And Bray got some, clout up there to say, here's what I want to do. Can you please do this? And then they said, okay. And they obviously put the whole thing behind Bray. and they're going to get paid off because of it. You know, that's what happens when you put something into a goddamn guy. 626 is on the phone on the Joe Cronin Show SummerSlam 2019 review. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. I don't know. I'm like, it's like weird. It's like every 2 minutes this coffee kicks back in. I've had like 7,000 milligrams of something I probably shouldn't have today. What's up?
Okay, so I just went to SummerSlam at a watch party with some friends.
Nice.
Of mine, and we actually had a good time. And yeah, I really thought that Seth Rollins did amazing. Brock Lesnar is like a part-time wrestler who doesn't even deserve the championship. So I'm glad Seth Rollins won. So yeah, I mean overall it was pretty good.
Yeah, if you're a Seth Rollins fan, I mean he did bust his ass tonight. They told a good story. Seth Rollins is I mean, this is them like redoing the whole thing with Rollins, you know, so he looks awesome again. And, you know, Lesnar's probably not going to come back until the Fox TV SmackDown show. And so, yeah, we'll see if Seth can hang on to this momentum. He looked awesome doing it. So that's good news.
Absolutely.
Hey, you're a girl. What do you think? I'm assuming that you're into guys. So what do you think about Ricochet? Like, I don't know if you like Ricochet. Do you like Ricochet? You think
I
he's
was rooting for him, man. I was rooting for him.
But you think he's hot? You think Ricochet's hot?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. I mean, but yeah, he's got a girlfriend already, but, you know, I still like him.
Yeah, but I mean, he's a good-looking guy. I just mean, like, what, you know, the guy's wearing a bodysuit. Don't you think he should have taken the shirt off? Why is he wearing a bodysuit? He's got, like, ripped abs and stuff, you know?
Hey, if that's what he wants to wear, then that's fine with me. I don't care.
All right, well, hey, have fun at the party, and I wish I was at a party. Good call.
Thank you.
That call passes the test. That was awkward. No, but, like, for me, like, Trish Stratus was wearing a full bodysuit, and I was like, oh, man, like, Trish Stratus should be in, like, a two-piece or something like that. See, I'm still, like, I'm thinking about this shit as, like, sex sells as like, Vince McMahon or something. Like, yeah, get that two-piece on Trish, you know? But she wasn't comfortable or whatever. The full bodysuit's weird on everybody, you know? And same thing for Ricochet. Get that damn shirt off, man. Show them abs off. You're ripped, Ricochet. There's girls who want to watch this. Not that one, but, you know, there's a lot of girls out there that want to see the guy with his shirt off. So come on. Make the girls happy, Ricochet. Come on, bro. You got like 70 abs. Seth Rollins. And, you know, Vince McMahon loves the whole, you know, guys battle back, guy with an injury overcomes the, you know, the underdog type of shit. Vince just loves that. I mean, they went full version of that with Seth tonight. Seth's in his clutching his ribs. He's like pounds of tape on him. Obviously, so, you know, Brock could chuck him and shit. Hey, Triple M's on the phone. What up, Triple?
Let's go, baby. Yeah, my friend is playing Destiny, so I'm like, okay, now I have a chance to call on. Let's go.
You want to burn it down? Oh, we got Super Chat. My bad.
We literally marked out for Bray Wyatt, dude. I was like coming in my pants, dude. I'm like, oh,
was trash.
My boy.
Yeah, that was sick.
All night just to see Bray Wyatt, and his entrance did not disappoint. And I was hoping he'd squash Finn, and I was like, yes, kill him.
Quan, thanks for the donation, Quan. Yeah, dude, he says Orton Kofi rematch coming. That was DQ trash. Yeah, they're gonna run a 3 fucking match program now. I mean, that's definitely happening, Quan. No shit right there. I mean, that's yeah, this is gonna go on for a while. But yeah, no, dude, Bray Wyatt was sick. That music was sick. The entrance was sick. They shot it perfectly. It looked fucking awesome. Like, it really did look really good. They normally overproduce stuff to where you're like, that sucks. But not this. This was the first time they overproduced something that came across perfectly to me. It was really good.
Yeah, Bray had a really good debut, and if they fuck Bray up, I literally said on Twitter, I'm done. They have a chance to make Bray the biggest thing in the company, or even right now he technically is the biggest thing in the company, but he could be literally huge. He's already over it. Look how over he was. The reaction he got the fucking chants they were doing. Like, Bray can be the biggest thing in WWE for a good long while. He can have a really good run with the title eventually. Just have this guy booked as a fucking monster, just killing everybody.
It's too bad
have him break everyone's necks. Kill them all.
It's too bad he stole Matt Hardy's whole thing, basically, though. And, I mean, Matt Hardy dipped him in the lake of reincarnation. That's how this whole thing happened to Bray.
Yeah.
You know, you remember? I mean, a lot of people don't remember that, but it was like he dipped him.
I wasn't really watching WWE at the time. I know I've been taking a very long break. I only started watching because of a few things. Like I saw what's going on with Bray. Bray's back. I did see that on YouTube and stuff though, but really I haven't been watching
It
much.
might only,
I
think that only happened on YouTube. I don't think it happened on TV.
Really?
Yeah, that was just something Matt Hardy did with Bray as a joke. Like, haha. It's like it's like a backstory, like on a comic book before a movie comes out. And in the movie, you're not really sure why someone's doing something, but then someone's like, "Oh, you got to read the comic," and it's like, "Well, why the fuck do I have to read the comic to know what's going on here?" So it's not really canon, I guess, if you want to say that. But you know, it's something funny they did on the YouTube channel, which could explain what happened to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I'm still not going to watch Raw and SmackDown. Obviously, I'm just going to stick to the YouTube, watch what I want to see, and then that's it. And maybe watch the pay-per-view if I see anything interesting. But really, you know, I thought SummerSlam was actually pretty okay. Me and my friend enjoyed it. And I'm happy for Bray. I hope that they don't fuck this up. Because if they fuck him up, then I'm going to fuck someone up in corporate, dude.
Hey, start with
Kevin's done.
Start with Joe Villa down in Stanford if you can start.
Oh, of course. I got you, Joe.
Fuck you, Joe Villa. Take your press passes and stick them up your dumb fucking New York Bronx Italian ass. How about that, Joe Villa, you piece of shit?
Your commentary, by the way, Joe, me and my friend, I don't know how we could get to the night without it, dude. It kept us going. It had us hyped, dude. It was awesome.
I was trying to hype it up a little more than the damn announcers.
They should have hired him. Why hasn't WWE hired this guy yet? Fucking idiots.
Can you even... But if you think about it, it's pretty amazing that WWE did ask me for my stuff, and then I sent it to them. That alone is kind of impressive in a way.
That is true.
I'll take it, man. I mean, you know, I'll take, you know, even if I die and I'm never going to make it in WWE or Ring of Honor, and no one's ever going to fucking hire me for some reason, but whatever. But I will die happy, I guess, knowing that, you know, people from WWE said, "Hey, that's really good. Send us some of your matches." Like, I mean, that's pretty cool. But I mean, oh well. I'm not happy.
Yeah,
I'm not happy I'm not there, but you know, I'm not happy Vic Joseph took my job apparently. But whatever.
Yeah, it's still something to feel good about, though. You know, at least you got recognized a little bit.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit of something. I'll take it.
We appreciate you, Joe. We love you. Everyone here in the JCS community.
Hey, man, I love it. I love you. I love you, Triple M. You have a good night,
I love you, baby.
I love you.
I'm gonna go. See you.
Let's hook up.
Oh yeah.
He's a $25
patron.
patron.
Brought up tonight about the Lake of Reincarnation and Bray.
Oh,
so
really?
He said it on his Twitter.
Boom. There you go.
Good point with that. There you go. He said it has some strong effects and Abigail may be gone, but you know, so he brought up everything that you pretty much just said without knowing it.
Interesting.
Bam, baby.
I like it.
So many people sent us this clip too of it is funny.
Yeah. Of what?
You hear Matt Riddle talking about his interaction with Goldberg.
Right.
On their watch along stream.
If I knew the copyright on that, I would play that, but I'm a little bit concerned, you know, with everything nowadays.
Yeah, I didn't know if you can get away with playing the audio, but
I don't know.
Basically, Riddle says he's walking by, he sees his locker room, I'm trying to get a peek, and all of a sudden, big hand smacks my shoulder. It's Bill Goldberg, and Goldberg says, "We got some talking to do." And Matt says, "We can talk anytime." So he goes, "Yeah, all right, bro, we can talk anytime," Riddle says. And Goldberg says, "I'm not your bro." So Riddle goes, "All right, bro, take it easy, whatever." And Goldberg says,
"Why doesn't he get in his face like Bubba did to me? God damn it."
Because he heard about all the trash talk.
No, but he should have gotten his face. I mean, Bubba gave me more of a hard time.
Well, it sounds like he's in his face and you know, trying to be intimidating because he's like, "I'll see you later. It was a pleasure meeting you." And that's when Riddle says, "Oh, the pleasure was all mine, bro." And Goldberg turns and says, "I'm not your bro," and then walks away.
Imagine Goldberg at an NXT takeover against Riddle.
That would be
that'd be pretty fucking
Matt
cool.
Riddle even, you know, stole the jackhammer and he's calling it the bro hammer now. He's been doing it in house shows. He said it tonight. He said, "I've been using the jackhammer. I've been doing it way better than he ever could. It's the bro hammer now." He said, "If Goldberg ever got in the ring, I'd pick him up, hold him there for an extended period of time. Bro hammer." So this is a hell of a feud, you know.
Drop the bro hammer on him. That's funny. Hey, Real JTN, thanks for subscribing to the channel, buddy. Thanks, man. Welcome. We're having a big subscription party tonight. 66,000 subs. Thank you guys for all the subs. And welcome to the channel. Be live tomorrow night after Raw.
Party.
Clash with Sprees.
Thanks for hanging up on me saying this call sucks. Well, your show sucks. Your show is weak like Summer Scam. The Fine is the best.
The Fine is the best. The Fine is the best. Sorry, Clash. Sorry I hung up on you, man. I apologize. My bad, dude. Was that the guy that was at the show that I fucking hung up on by accident? I mean, I hung up on you on purpose, but I didn't realize you were there. I am sorry, bro. I fucked that up.
This call sucks.
I'm sorry. JB, no, this call does not suck. I messed up. I am an asshole for that. I am sorry. Call back, maybe. I don't know. I fucked it up.
My buddy Michael was there in person, and he's like, I can't believe he made a comeback. He was been injured for so long. I said, who? He said, Pyro.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, no kidding. That was a shocker. But, yeah, my buddy Dangerous Moose got to meet Johnny Gargano and a few others.
Did you just say Dangerous Moose?
Yeah. That's
Jesus
his YouTube
Christ.
name.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
You have other friends on YouTube? You're cheating on me? What the fuck is this?
He's been around. He used to call the show ages ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
You used to talk to him like 4 years ago, I think. He used to call him all the time.
But his name wasn't fucking Dangerous Moose, right? It was like something
Yeah, that's
else.
what it was on YouTube then.
God, I don't remember that name. I mean,
it was a long time, so.
I mean, I remember a lot of names, but we are, dude. I did set a obnoxious goal of $300 tonight. We're pretty close, man. 236. You guys are beasts. I really, really do. Like, seriously, really thank you for that. Taking your fucking hard-earned money, dropping a couple bucks or whatever you dropped. And Miles, who is the top donator of the night, top donation was $16. So thank you to him. Let's take another phone call. And, yeah, just, man, I appreciate that shit. 909, what's up?
Hey, guys, this is Clash of Sprees.
Oh, there he is. Okay. Are you the guy that was at the show tonight?
Yeah, no, I was at the Dave and Buster's watching it. I met Sergeant Slaughter and everything. He was there, but yeah, it was pretty good. It was like the matches were good, everything was good. Just I wish Rollins would lose, but other than that, it was pretty good. The Fiend was awesome.
I wish
best night.
I wish the Universal title would just disappear off the planet. And they brought in the Intercontinental belt, and then Seth had that or something. I mean, it's just, I hate that belt now. I hate Universal title.
The Universal?
Yeah, I hate the Universal belt, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they need to just cut everything back, get rid of the SmackDown, get rid of... They just need to make one title for each thing, one title for the tag team. There was no tag team matches tonight. They should just make one tag team belt and just combine all the roster together. They just need a whole new refresh, hopefully. Then
dude, I don't even
maybe the Fiend.
I don't even mind if the belts stay on certain shows, but at least no, I don't mind if the wrestlers stay on certain shows, but make the champions go anywhere. Champions are on both shows because they're champions.
Exactly. Like you don't need two women's champions.
Sense.
Make one.
Yeah, dude. There is no reason for two tag team championship belts. The men's belts.
Exactly.
That is they can't even get one of them on the show. Why the fuck would you have two?
Yeah, the New Day, or was it the New Day was kind of on there, and then OC was on there. They should have like just one tag team belt.
Yeah.
And maybe they should have tag teamed it up tonight and go after for one belt. I don't know. I think when AEW comes out, hopefully they figure out what to do, because I like AEW with their long time limit. Then they're doing no 50-50. They're doing wins and losses. So I don't know. NXT was amazing last night, and I just want Triple H to start running WWE. It's just
Did you hear?
bad, but the Fiend just stole the show.
Did you hear? One of the reasons why I knew, and thank you for the call, Spree, man. I'm sorry I hung up on you. Good call. Did you hear Triple H snap at the reporter who asked about the blood or whatever?
No, I didn't. I didn't catch all of it.
Can you hear sounds?
No, not yet.
Oh,
but
that's probably a waste
I
of time.
I can pull it up on the stream.
Yeah, it's probably a waste, though. But S.Dollar, man, I got to shout him out. The Monetize This champion, S.Dollar. Most of you guys probably know that I do a show on Friday nights on my other YouTube channel now, and we used to do it here, called Monetize This. And S.Dollar has been the Monetize This champion for months now, and he's putting the belt on the line this Friday, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But S.Dollar, man, he took that belt all over the place.
Took that belt from me.
Oh, my God, he took it from you, yeah.
Yeah, and I took it to NXT TakeOver and Money in the Bank, and he took it to SummerSlam.
Here it is, right here.
Look at that WWE staff.
Right there. S.Dollar hanging the belt.
He had Santino Marella asking about the belt.
Well, it's funny that Santino asked, because if he had said it's from a guy named Joe Cronin Show, and he actually tried to get you and Cornette on the show, and that's what triggered Cornette to flipping out about me and flipping out on me, then maybe Santino would have remembered who the hell I am and what that belt means. But Santino Marella ducked the show as well. I offered him to come on the show, and Santino's ass didn't come on.
Yeah.
So, that was a while back, and man, S.Dollar, man, partying. And by the way, last night, if you're not a patron of mine, you guys got to get over there on Patreon. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Episode of Corrupted 112 last night. The podcast was the most downloaded episode ever of the Corrupted podcast last night. It was crazy, dude. We had Tommy on as a special guest, and it was, dude, the last 25 minutes of that podcast is insane. Tommy was dropping like stuff that was just fucking out of this world. Like, me and Bailey couldn't even believe it. We didn't even get to some of the videos we wanted to talk about last night and make fun of, because we were just enamored with some of the shit that Tommy was saying. Episode 112, it's available now on Patreon, and all 111 episodes before that, every episode, hundreds of videos, hundreds of podcasts that you can't hear here on YouTube from me. If you're at least a $2 patron, you get a bunch of bonus content a month on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show to keep my show on the air, but also you get 30 hours of bonus content on Patreon a month if you're a $5 patron a month. So if you care about the show, you want to keep it going, and you want a bunch of bonus shit, that's where to go. Unknown caller, what up?
Hey, Joe. It's me. I'm calling back again.
It's me? Who's me? Who the hell's me? Wait a minute.
I'm the one that called earlier about the, burning it down. I kind of went crazy at the end, earlier.
Yeah.
I'm calling because I'm driving right now. Look. Can you hear that? I'm driving.
Yeah.
You remember that song with Eminem and Stan? The tears don't come. That song?
Yeah. You get your wife in the car, in the trunk.
Yeah. Yeah. You're Eminem right now, and I'm Stan. I'm Stan, Joe.
Wow.
I'm Stan. Because I can't stand WWE, Joe. I can't. It's the same shit over and over again. Okay, it's the shitty promos, the lack of inconsistency, Joe. The lack of inconsistency.
Oh my God.
Okay, listen. Before you hang up, listen. I just can't. It's just the same thing over. It's boss time. The big dog. It's the house, the AJ Styles. I'm coming. It's like I can't. Burn it down. Like, I can't.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my, he's gone. What in the hell just happened? Oh my God. What the fuck? What in the fuck did I just hear, bro? What in the world just happened? Holy shit. Yeah. Oh man, I can't even believe that, bro. Are you okay? Somebody check on this guy, man. Where did he go? Oh my God, I'm very concerned about him right now. I'm very, 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 very concerned about him. Oh my God. Is it raining there? It's raining there too. Oh my God, this is... I'm really worried. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds up my window, and I can't see it all. And if I could, it would all be great. Put your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, my pager, and my home phone at the bottom. I sent 2 letters in autumn, you must not have got them. There probably was a problem at the post office or something. Sometimes I scribble addresses too sloppy when I jot them. But fuck it, man, what's been up? How's your daughter? My girlfriend's pregnant, I'm about to be a father. If I had a daughter, guess what I'ma call her? I'ma name her Bonnie. I read about your Uncle Ronnie too, I'm sorry. I had a friend kill himself over some bitch who didn't want him. I know you probably hear this every day, but I'm your biggest fan. I even got the underground shit that you did with Scam. I got a room full of your posters and your pictures, man. I like the shit you did with Ruckus too, that shit was fat. Anyways, I hope you get this, man. Hit me back just to chat. Truly yours, your biggest fan. This is Stan. My tears don't call, I'm wondering why. Get out of bed at all. The morning rain cloud up my window, and I can't see it all. And if I could, I'd fucking burn it down like Seth Rollins did to Brock. Cause it reminds me that it's not so bad. Burn it down! What the fuck was that guy talking? This guy fucking brought up Dido and fucking Stan. What the fuck is going on tonight, man? That's weird. Let's play that donation again, man, for this motherfucker who dropped it. Blake Burrows in the chat. He's subscribed to the channel. He's on fire. He's winning. He's loving it. He's loving it. What's up, Blake Burrows? He's loving it. Anyway, what's up, bro? Let's bring it back. Bring it back. There it is. Dat fat ass Cronin. You can hear him? Sick. Only 2 hours into the show.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hot. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls into blue. $9. Suck my dick. Here we go. Just suck my cock. My fucking cock.
Show, I know this is off topic, but you will ache your ass if you see this new woman's gigantic ass hair on the Young Turks. Go to 7 minutes and 40 seconds into the Young Turks video titled, Trump's Awful Photo Op with Baby. This woman's hair is hilarious.
Alright.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
It's a donation like that you're like, what does that have to do with anything? But then you have to check it out.
Trump's awful photo op? I mean, I gotta check this out. I'm sorry.
7 minutes and 40 seconds.
I mean, I have to see what the fuck this guy's talking about.
Dat fat Cronin ass, thank you.
I mean, what is he talking about?
Many people are upset at
her ass hair? What the fuck is he talking about? And why would it still be up on YouTube?
He said she has crazy hair.
Like her hair or her ass hair?
Her hair.
Oh, crazy ass hair. See, I thought he was saying her crazy ass hair. Yeah, like it's sometime we see her ass and it's hairy. That's what that's the grossness that I was getting into. Oh my god, what in the fuck?
It was the step and repeat in the backdrop.
Oh yeah.
Is that a...
Oh yeah.
Why did you send me this? And is this a person? Is this a guy? Is this a trans person? Is this a guy? What the fuck?
I think the other piece too is that we underestimate Trump's narcissistic personality disorder.
Some interesting hair.
The first thing that I noticed from the photo that was posted was the step and repeat in the backdrop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That was.
I can't take a damn thing you say seriously when fucking like you literally have the hair of the Ghost of Christmas Present from fucking goddamn Scrooge.
How do you get ready in the morning? You stick a fork in an outlet and you're good to go.
I mean, is there like a rainstorm coming that she's prepared for?
I wish I could find the clip offhand, but I saw it over the weekend. There was a white woman being interviewed about the safety of Walmart shopping, and she had to be in her like late 40s, early 50s, standing there, you know, wife beater on, and her hair is sticking up straight. Like there's something about Mary style, you know, like somebody just jizzed in her hair and left it.
Right.
And her hair, the rest of it flows down, blonde hair, but the top part is just sticking up, and and it's like in a wave. It looks like she's got a unicorn horn. It was the funniest goddamn.
What the
thing.
hell? What did white woman have to do with it then?
I was just saying.
That was weird that you said white woman. It was just weird. Like I thought you were gonna say like she had dreadlocks. So like, because then it would like made sense. But yeah, I don't know. It was weird. You said white woman. That was weird. That's very awkward now. Is it because we just saw a black woman that now you have to say white woman when you're talking about the person you're talking about?
No, just character description.
Freaking me out. I don't.
White trash, Walmart. That's what I was going for.
All right. Okay. All right. I was like, oh, does she have dreads? Because then I would get it like, oh, this white chick with like crazy dreads. Like that's weird.
Now I'm going for Walmart white trash.
All right. Well, they got guns there.
They played Good Boys
No video
trailer.
games. They played Good Boys trailer. What? Where? My Son Champ, thanks for the $1.99. Where? Huh? What the fuck? Where did they play the Good Boys trailer? Oh, I get it, but like,
that's why it would be TV-14.
Yeah, I mean, what? That's why. I mean, come on, what's so weird? I'm confused by this whole thing. I don't know. I would cut her hair in her sleep, somebody wrote.
Just shave her while she's sleeping.
Just shave it off. I thought there was another donation.
How much shampoo does she use on the head? Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that would be really tough, man. That would be really tough.
Super Chat Party.
Spaz Phoenix.
Just home from SummerSlam. Highlights was the new Bray Wyatt, the Great Women's Tag Champs, and my fellow Canadians, Kofi's Stupid Chance.
Kofi's Stupid. I didn't hear
Kofi
that.
Stupid, Randy Sucks. They were going back and forth with, but the Kofi Stupid ones were pretty loud.
Kofi Stupid.
I just like how they're keeping that going. You know, you figure it's been this like point of contention, but legend at the same time for so many years now, referring to Kofi, how he was held back by Randy, and you know, I love the fact that they made that part of it. So
right. Oh man.
Sammy says Jake's not racist, but I am. Good to know, Sammy.
That's creepy.
Keeping it real. I'm still dying to know what the plan was for the backstage stuff.
No joke, I'm fucking terrified of that hair.
John Wills, thanks for the donation, man. That's some weird. I mean, whatever. I like when people look different and shit. I just can't imagine taking care of that. You know, it's fucking weird.
Speaking of trans, did you happen to see the link I tweeted you last week about the male trans that crushed all those women's weightlifting records? Can't wait for a 6'7" plus 255-pound man to trans in women's basketball, lol.
Yeah,
this trans thing is making males dominate.
What a joke, dude. That was so awful. So many females were standing up and screaming about that, too. They're mad. They need to make a category for trans people in the Olympics, like a separate category, because it's just not fair. No matter what you say, it's not fair, and the athletes are pissed. And actual women, like, and that's terrible because they're like, oh, I'm a real woman. But women who were born that way, who stay that way, like who were born with those genetics, are angry. Women whose genetics weren't attempted to be changed. So yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Should have a separate category for it, and then you'd be good.
I'm not saying cause TV-14 weird they played it.
Oh. It is weird. I don't know. I don't even care about it, to be honest. I never thought about it, didn't care about it. We don't care about it now. I think trans people should definitely be able to compete in the Olympics. It just needs to be a separate category because then it's fair. Then everybody understands, okay, a trans man is competing, a trans woman is competing, and have that category. That's all you need to do. Then no one gets mad and there's no discrepancy and whatever else, and there just is. There's no line. There's no way around it. There's nothing wrong with trans people. It's just it's clearly a discrepancy. Like there's no trans people I know agree with that. Like I mean they do. There's crazy ones that don't. They're like, no, I'm gonna win. Yay, cool. Yeah, you are gonna win. It's gonna be stupid though. But yeah. Gage Smith says played it. I don't know what that means. Carmelo Transdeny. What the fuck in the chat? Anyway, yeah, SummerSlam, I give it a 7 out of 10. It was okay. Many problems in a way. Some things pissed me off, but a lot of stuff was pretty good. It was better than WrestleMania. So there you go. SummerSlam was better than WrestleMania, I think. Tom Brady is maybe greater than John Cena. I might agree with that. Anything else, Jake, that you wanted to say about SummerSlam?
No, I was trying to go through, and the most of the night was just it was I don't say like overly boring, but it was just like you said, very safe, predictable. There was no surprises. We didn't have the Sasha Banks return or Ronda Rousey like people had speculated. There was nothing that was like the wow factor I was hoping
G1 in
for.
a little over an hour. What a night.
Yeah, Drew Barr, this is going to be fun because I'm going to work on some editing stuff, and I'm going to do some work and get some food, and I may just stay up and watch the rest of the G1 here because, I mean, what the fuck, I might as well if I'm up here. I thought G1 wasn't going to start until much later, like 3 a.m., but, I guess it's starting whatever, and I've got some work to do on my Demon Hunter on Diablo, so I may pop in Diablo. I may stream Diablo. I don't think I'm going to stream tonight because I'm just worn out. 7 hours of streaming here. But I may come back on and stream a little bit later. Maybe. Don't know. You'll find out on Patreon or my Twitter.
Where do you think they go next with Bray? Finn Balor's off the table, obviously. Who does he face next? I would like to see him work with... He's got to work with faces, obviously, at this point, it seems.
They set it up, I thought. I can't remember who now, and I already came to the conclusion of, he's going to work with them. That's who's next. It's that person. And I can't remember now who that is. Shit. Like, I had it. I went, yeah, that's next after Finn, no doubt. And now I can't remember. I could see him
attacking The Miz, maybe.
No, it's somebody else that I had.
I'm trying to think of, like, who's I
know who it is. It's Luke Harper. I said...
yeah, when you said all that, that makes sense.
Because, seriously, I think he should go out. I think him and Luke Harper, at some point, he's cleaning house with everybody, and then the next thing you know, somebody comes after him, and it's Luke Harper, and it's like, whoa, what's going on here? And, Luke Harper gets to do something, but, I mean, they may just keep Luke Harper buried because Luke Harper wanted to leave, and he still has a year on his contract. And now they're going to punish him by hey, travel with everybody going around and get no bonuses, no merch, and you're not on the show. So if they want to punish Luke further and be assholes, then you'll get that. If they want to use what they can of Luke before he's brushed aside and leaves the WWE next year, then you'll see him against Bray, and he'll put Bray over. And I think that would be the most respectable thing and smart thing to do with Luke Harper. They could run a couple matches together.
I think it would be good. I just don't see them bringing Luke back on TV for that. I mean, they haven't utilized him.
No, but that's perfect. I'd have him show up and face off with Bray. It would be like, whoa.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea, but I just don't think they'd use him. I really don't.
No, yeah, that's the problem. But I mean, if they could, they should.
I would want to see that happen. I just don't think we will. Logically, I'm sure. I mean, who's a face that's not in a program right now that the fans somewhat care about? That's what they want right now. They want an emotional reaction. So when you attack somebody, you're like, oh no, not him, kind of idea.
I'd have
don't hurt Finn Balor, don't hurt The Miz, don't hurt. That's what they're going for.
Well, I'd have him take out Luke Harper. I'd bring Luke Harper back out to face him. He's returned to come after Bray, and then have Bray Wyatt basically kill the guy, Luke Harper, because they're not going to use him anyway. Luke Harper's done. He's going to leave in a year. They're holding him hostage with the contract. Yeah. He's upset about it. He's tweeting about it still. So bring him in, bury him, in a buried alive match or something, and get rid of Luke. And then now Bray's got, it just makes sense to me. It doesn't hurt anything because the guy's dead anyway. So, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. It'd be ideal. I mean, that's the perfect scenario because, like you said, you can have somebody else get written off. It doesn't hurt the product overall because they're not using them anyways. Just like, they're writing off Finn for some time, so it makes the win tonight seem more effective so long as Finn doesn't come back for some length of time.
Right.
That makes it effective. I just don't see them using Luke Harper at all. That's a huge miss, though.
The Miz does want time off with the baby Lord.
Yeah,
Chameleon.
so that's what I'm saying. They could do it with him, and then he disappears for a bit. He's the next one to take some time off, so it looks more effective.
Yeah.
You know, and Braun Strowman we didn't see tonight. I'm still shocked that Roman Reigns didn't have a match. I mean, for going to one point where we couldn't have Roman not force down our throats enough to him not having a match. I mean, things must have really been in disarray for them not to get that angle out, or even just have him talk on the mic about, you know, what happened the other day. Nothing from Roman. He's there, you know, he's there, and to do nothing with him, I'm shocked. I'm absolutely stunned that they didn't do anything with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I'm shocked, but now it seems like we're going to get it all on TV tomorrow.
And I'm curious if we get it on Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, that will be the interesting thing. And will there be a
because he is
call-up?
a SmackDown star, but
Will we
they
get
don't stick to that.
One last
obviously.
thing before we go. Will we get a call-up tomorrow? Will we get Gargano? Will we get somebody else called up tomorrow?
Triple H had said, I guess, that he said it on the NXT call. Let me pull up the exact thing, but he mentioned something like it wasn't a planned thing. William Regal wasn't like he said. Triple H addressed this during his post-takeover conference call. He said that it's just something William Regal wanted to do. It didn't necessarily signify a call-up for Gargano leaving NXT.
Right.
Marvy G sent me that, so he always sends me good news and stuff, but thanks to him. But yeah, so it was just like a on-the-spot thing that William Regal wanted to do when they were off the air to like thank him for his effort. So maybe he's not coming up yet.
Maybe not.
At least according to Triple H. I mean, like you said before when I stepped away from it, I don't want to see Gargano just running around chasing the 24/7 title.
No.
That's all they're going to...
It doesn't matter if I don't care if Gargano comes up. He's going to suck on the main roster. Seriously.
He's going to have a very hard time catching on.
I'm just saying, like, let's guess if he's coming up. I don't care if he comes up. I don't want him to come up. I don't... Yeah. I mean, he's going to be garbage called up. Because they don't know how to book guys like this at all. He's like the male
and like you
Bailey.
Said, with Bobby Roode, it was a slam dunk, and they muffed that up horrendously.
This guy should have been booked like this mid-card asshole guy who's cool with suits and robes and, like you said, the Ric Flair, Rick Rude type of guy, and they do dick with him and make him a face. They make him a face, and then they go, "Oh, it's not really working. Why is it? Oh, well, I'll just bury him now." Why wouldn't you be like, "Well, he's not working as a face. Let's make him a badass heel." And then they don't even try that. They don't even try. They make the mistake of booking the guy as a face all this time, and then when they realize that's wrong, they don't say, "Well, we messed up. Let's make him a badass, a bad guy, a heel." They just go, "Oh, people don't like him. Oh well." Like, they're so dumb. Like, that's what they're doing, and it's fucking pathetic because it's their fault. They don't even understand that. And it's their fault. Jake, I'm done, man. I'm going to get out of here. Are you done? Let's get out of here.
Let's do it. See everybody tomorrow night for the Raw review. Thank you, everybody, for subscribing, hitting the like button. Much appreciated. Hope everybody stays sexy and has a good night.
All right. Check out Jake on Twitter at Countdown Ended and on YouTube at Countdown Ended. And check me out on Twitter. If you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, it's at CorruptedPod. It's a weird Twitter account because I'm banned for life on Twitter. So at CorruptedPod on Twitter is the right Twitter account to follow. Down below, all my links to everything, Twitch, Facebook, blah, 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 everything. All my connections, my email, joecroningshow@yahoo.com. Everything's down below in the description box. So jump down below there if you want to get all my contact stuff or whatever you need to find out. And that's how to get a hold of me and all that shit. And follow all my shit. I got gaming channels, separate channels that I talk about news in the world and comedy and everything else, all my other podcasts. My show, I produce 25 hours of content a week. Some wrestling related, some non-wrestling related, but 25 hours a week. So if you want podcasts to listen to, shit to listen to, I mean, I'm loaded with it for you. So yeah, if you've been looking for podcasts, I'm ready to go. Now you might not like my non-wrestling stuff, but whatever, you'll find out what you like, and I got a bunch of it. So enjoy that, and let's get out of here. We'll take it away with the Jim Cornette fucking burial of me. Good night. Thanks, Jake, and good night. Love y'all. SummerSlam, baby. Summer Scam. Jake DeMarco. Sorry to the people we didn't get calls. We will be live tomorrow night with the Raw review right after Raw, as always. Thanks to Miles16. It looks like Miles16 is going to take home the top donation of the night.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck.
Fuck
he looks
you.
like one of those guys that from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.
About Joe Cronin, like I could care less. I'm not really a fan of Joe Cronin, but definitely not a fan.
He thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a shock jock or whatever. But I have to explain, he looks like one of those guys that from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper.
That guy is retarded, and yeah, I could care less about him, dude.
This is the Epic Voice Guy. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show.
Channels, all your huffing Cronin's vids like an army of camels. Sit and copy your shit, make your own monetize this. You got 13 subscribers, now you're starting to twitch. You got the same mic and setup, stop riding his dick. You got the same Skype setup, who you trying to kid? Get your own fucking gimmick, intellectual property. You trying to pass Joe like he's going Monopoly. You want me making $200, you're getting fucked by the long cock attendance racket Jones. Come fuck with me.
Set up right to the buckle by Goods, who's lower back. He's in pain, he's been caned in the head, and he won't give up. Here comes Goods. Outside the ring.
Oh my! Did you hear that shot? It sounded like a home run. It's back and it's gone.
Drop kick off the top rope, Teddy Goods.
Man, how's the referee supposed to handle this?
Oh no, over the top rope, outside. Danny Miles to the outside.
All the members of the big timers on the outside now, and it's work time as Tommy Dreamer. Oh man, Jeremy into the corner. Here we go. Danny Miles over here. Oh, he just saw a bunch of water. Tommy Dreamer spitting in the eyes, and he clobbered Danny Miles with the water.
Now.
And now Dustin off the rope. Ducks under a clothesline, reverse neck breaker down. Goes Chris Mordeski. Dustin 1, 2. Oh, he almost got him. He almost got him.
On a dildo.
Dustin
This
Starr, you
call
talk about Jerry the King Lawler, you
sucks.
talk about Memphis, you talk about wrestling.
Go sit on a
Here
dildo.
comes Chris Mordeski, obviously with
I want to fuck that bay until cum comes
no
out of her
care,
fucking
no respect
eyeballs.
for the- Oh man, look out! Dustin just thrown over the top rope. He may have broken his ankle. He landed on the ankle.
I want to fuck that bay until
Oh,
cum comes out of her
would it be
fucking
right now?
eyeballs.
If Dustin was
Cocksucker
able
from
to, unable
Guatemala.
to continue because of that ankle, you saw the way he landed out there. Referee counting. The fans trying to get behind Dustin, but I'll tell you what, it didn't look good the way he landed on that ankle.
Well, thank you to the Yankee Doodles little balls.
Across the chest. Huge chop, and now here we go. Dickinson with Chuck O'Neal over here to the barricade. Wow, my goodness. We are in a baseball field. That might have been a home run. Dickinson sending Chuck on reverse. Oh, Dickinson.
Great reversal by Chuck Liddell.
Right into the steel barricade. On the face of Latasha. Here comes Scarlett. She moved. Latasha here face. Oh, man. A kick right to the face. My goodness. 1, 2. No. Scarlett kicked out. She may not have got all of it.
I want to fuck that bag until cum comes out of her fucking eyeballs.
Decrepit, sick, and sadistic.
Over 50 million views. You're listening to The Joe Cronin Show. The Joe Cronin Show.
The Joe Cronin Show.
I hope you hang your mother